Welcome back, my friends. We are at day 2 of the Urban Open here in Urban Axe's Baltimore. Getting down to these final semifinal matches. This is a 128-person double elimination bracket. Once again, if you're unfamiliar with the term, double elimination means that you need to be eliminated not once but twice. My name is Benjamin Bass. I'm the league master at Urban Axe's Philadelphia, and I will be your commentator today. The match that we're about to watch is going to be between Rupert and Jimmy Bagpipes, both sensational throwers. But to be honest, today started at 10 a.m. Our plan is to go right around till 5 or 6 p.m. So this has been hours long. These people have thrown literally hundreds of axes at this moment in time, and they're just damn good. The competition is, for lack of a better word, it's incredibly fierce. Yeah, I'm live. Jimmy Bagpipes has given me a big thumbs up. He's been joining me yesterday when we were commentating for the skills event. By the way, the Canadians crushed isn't the best word for how they defeated us. The Americans did wonderfully, sensational even. But at the end of the day, the Canadians took the 1, 2, 3, and 4 event. They were around the world blackjack, doubles, and Yahtzee. The Americans made it to the semifinals guaranteed every time, but the Canadians swept it. So this match is about to begin. At this point, if you hit a 3, it's almost lights out. You know what I mean? You can come back with a clutch, but it's tough. It's definitely tough. Rupert and Jimmy, another 5. We're on throw 3. Interesting. So Rupert's very first throw was a 3. His second throw was a 3. We're at throw 3. It's 6-10. I have someone hopping in. Hello, my friend. Let me give you a headset.
What do you need me to do?
I want you to put this headset on, and then we'll talk. Oh, God. Oh, God. Go ahead. Just slide that sucker on. Can you hear yourself? Bring that mic a little closer.
I can hear myself. There you go. Whoa.
Wow.
Now
What a booming voice you have.
Thanks you. Hello. Thanks for having me.
Hey, man. So I'm Ben Bass.
Hi, I'm Ken. Ken
Nice
S.
to meet you.
Pleasure
Ken
to
S.
meet you. Yeah, excellent.
Where do you hail from? You want to introduce yourself for a little bit?
Sure. So I'm throwing out of Peterborough,
Cool.
which is in Ontario, Canada.
Yeah.
And we got a little club that's just about 2 years old. And a
Peterborough
whole
Axe
lot of
Club,
hopes
right?
and dreams. Peterborough
Yeah.
Axe Club, yeah, absolutely. So pleasure to be here today.
Yeah, dude. Super stoked
Bit
to
of a
have
drive.
you. So you just faced Rupert.
You know,
who's
I
now-
did, and the Big Axe just didn't treat me well.
Yeah.
So it's next time for me, but
Next time.
so be it.
You made it
That's the
super
truth.
far. At this point, there's no question whatsoever that these are all sensational throwers at this point in the game.
Absolutely. It's always tough. You come into the tournament, you see a few faces, you're like, I'd really like to play you. I never have. And then you get close, you're like, you know what?
Let's
Maybe-
put this off another day.
Maybe till magically in the finals I'd like to play you. I don't know
Right.
how that will work.
Right.
Yeah, but I had a few icons I got to play today that was just a privilege for me, so I had a good day.
Awesome.
Yeah, worth the while.
This is round 2, 5th throw. They're tied. They're both going for clutches. Not sure if Jimmy Bagpipes hit it. My guess is it's a little wide. Rupert also went wide.
Missed one.
We go to the big
Can't
axe.
say he missed one against me, but who's watching? Who's counting
Who's
that?
watching?
Whatever. I'm not bothered about that.
Here's a question for you. Something that I've been really curious about is everyone's mental game is obviously different. You know, so in a high-stakes situation where, you need that big axe clutch or that big axe bullseye or even just a standard clutch, what, as an individual, goes through your head? What's
Absolutely.
your mental fortitude game?
So a lot of my game is about controlling the things I can control. So when I got to get that clutch and it's a critical clutch, I'm thinking about exactly the angle of my feet.
Got you.
And exactly where they stand. I have a little feet shuffle thing that I do.
So you try to be scientific rather than just
a little bit,
clear your mind.
A little bit scientific and a little bit, this is the throw and this throw is exactly the same as every other throw.
Yeah.
And if it is the same, it'll work.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I try to do. So, and that's carried me. I've still got work to do on the big axe, but it's carried me.
Interesting. Hopping back into this match real quick. We're moving on to points in the big axe. Jimmy Bagpipes just hit a 3, which might not cut it, but only time will tell.
I've been watching Rupert's big axe, and he didn't fail on the 5s on me there, but before he got a couple 3s in a row. So, and 1-1.
3.
There's a 3.
Interesting. We move on. Rupert is a former Marine, and so one of the things that I've always admired is how not in his head, no matter the stakes you get. And I'm wondering if that's a 5 for Jimmy Bagpipes with the Big X.
Now you wonder with this Big X game whether they're going to call clutch to take him out, but that hasn't been Rupert's game. I'm going to go bullseye here.
3.
Another 3.
So then Jimmy takes round 1 and round 2. We're still at 3 of 5, I'm pretty sure.
I believe we are, yes.
So just folks who might not know what I mean when I say 3 of 5, these are round-by-round victories, and at this point in the game, you need to win the best 3 of 5 potential matches or rounds. And then later on, it is going to move on to best 4 out of 7 rounds.
It's always a privilege in these tournaments to find yourself in the best of 7s. That's a real accomplishment.
Hell
yeah. Hey, I made it to the 7s. Whether it's B bracket, A bracket, whatever you're in,
yeah,
you know you mean business when you get to the 7s.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Tied up on the 3rd, 10-10. Is there anyone who you faced today that you were dreading to face, or when you saw the lineup you were like, oh, crap.
Absolutely, and you know what? It's dread was only half the battle. I was honored to be playing Julio today.
Hell yeah.
He is one of my axe heroes, and we have never crossed axes before in a match, although we've seen each other many times. And so when I saw he was 3 matches in for me, I thought, well, it's still a road, but we could see each other. We did.
Yeah.
I took today, but I know he'll catch me next time.
Yeah, awesome.
It was an honor to play him.
Yeah, it's wild. I mean, my first match, I was in this competition earlier today. I am no longer, but I made it significantly farther than I thought I was going to, so proud of myself for that. Excellent. My first match I took, my second match was against Stefan.
That's a tough one.
For sure.
No, that's a tough one,
You know
but
what I mean?
Hey, you know what? You played Stefan.
Yeah,
so
I did,
no
and I took round 1.
There you go.
Which I was like, no matter what happens today,
Stefan.
I feel good. But also there's a power in someone's name that obviously they deserve because they put in all that work. But also, you can get tripped up by just thinking about a name. But anyone is beatable.
Absolutely.
As we learned in the NATC this previous winter.
Yeah. I had the privilege to be at the NATC Champs this February. I don't know if you made it out, but that was a real, real adventure as well.
Yeah, it was the first time I went, actually. Okay, so we're starting the 4th round. Jimmy took rounds 1 and 2. Rupert took round 3.
Now, I don't know how the world does it, but at our club, the 27 is called the Unicorn. So Rupert took it with the Unicorn there, the 27.
So then what do you refer to an 81 as?
It's an 81.
No way.
Yeah, no, that's just an 81.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That made me laugh.
We've got the stuffed unicorn up on the wall.
Yeah.
And the bell to ring. So every 27 you get, you go and ring the bell. What do we got here? I think he still got good with
Jimmy's
that.
a 5. Okay, so throw 5, 20
all. Rupert needs this.
Yeah. If Jimmy snags it, that's game, and he'll move on.
He's good.
Looks good. He hit a clutch. Rupert
nails
the clutch. Dead center. We move on to Big Axe. 27-27, by the way. The Unicorn.
The unicorns, if you will. Yes, a pair of unicorns.
So at the Petersboro Axe Club, at this moment in time, would they ring bells to signify the Unicorn, or would someone else?
You wouldn't ring it until you're done your match.
Sure. I guess that makes sense.
Save them up. We did for a while, actually, because it was so exciting and rare. You're like, go ring the bell. And you're like, hang on, this is happening too much. But you get the 81.
Yeah.
And you run over, your match is done, and it's a ding, 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 which is pretty exciting.
Sure.
Some people come in, they're like, it's kind of lame, but they're the first ones that do it when they get the 27. That's the way.
5. Now, is Jimmy going to go 5, or does he take the gamble and go for the clutch?
Now that's still pain. They're still just getting their
sticks
there.
Oh, yeah, duh, my bad.
No problem. So that one's going to work.
It's important not to judge yourself, folks. Everyone makes stumbles. As long as we live in the present and are positive about ourselves, that's how you live a happy life.
It's amazing to see how many throwers will throw the 5 in the non-counting one, and then points come, and it's a different story. The pressure's there.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a good one by Rupert.
Yeah.
Jimmy answers.
So Rupert is setting the pace here. He's throwing first.
A lot of players will agree to alternate each time. Who goes first.
I experienced that myself
start with
today.
the rock, paper, scissors. You know, there's a lot less straight to clutching happening today than at the NATC.
Yes.
People are content to go target. I set up all my games to go target for a while and said, you know what? If we've done three or four, then all right, then we'll do the clutch.
Sure.
But think I ever had that happen. My dismay.
It's all right. A 1.
One's going to be tough for him.
Okay. Yeah.
That opens the door.
Here goes Jimmy. And once again, if Jimmy...
Now, that was a clutch attempt.
Yep.
They've marked it, so they may have agreed to go clutches here. Indeed, they did, so they're still in the game.
Gotcha. Oof, man. Obviously, you have the opportunity of someone, if you agree to both shoot for the clutch, your opponent misses, you can say, screw you. But as I've been mentioning time and time again during this commentary for the last 2 days, the thing that I love the most of the sport of axe throwing is the respect of the community for each other. How friendly everyone is, how respectable everyone is. No one's really pulling any hashtag shady shit here, and that's the best.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. There are the times where you say, let's keep this open. I get to go first and you use that advantage. I'll see what you do. Everyone says, cool, that's fine.
Yeah.
But then once the axe clinked on the clutch agreement, that's what happens.
You stick with what you went for.
Looks like they're going back to target now.
Cool.
Rupert
hit a 3. Hit a 3, immediately says good luck to his opponent.
Yeah,
that's what
absolutely.
I'm saying. Jimmy gives him the finger. Not true, by the way.
Ooh, that's not quite going to cut it.
Man, Jimmy, that was your chance, boy.
There's nothing like watching that kill shot from your opponent.
Yeah.
Knowing that you got another breath of life.
Yeah.
What am I going to do with this?
Rupert is also rocking a Broad Street Elite shirt, also known as the BSE, which is a pretty cool concept. There are multiple, technically, rival axe throwing facilities, NETF, and the BSE is a group of, all you can really say is elite throwers who throw from different rival companies, and they just love to compete and grow together.
And they made a conglomerate of their own. Eh?
Yeah.
Excellent.
So I think it's neat.
There's a lot of the love of the game stuff going on. All sorts of efforts coming together. That one, I think, is going to be a 3 as well.
You can say it this. 3. Good call. It'd be neat if we had the old school opera binoculars. You know what I mean?
That would be. Maybe even a monocle.
Yeah.
Not sure that does anything.
Okay, so once again, Jimmy just needs a bullseye here.
He gets it. Nails it. Dead center.
Nice.
And Rupert's excited for him. Jimmy, good on
Jimmy
him.
moves on. Jimmy moves on. Jimmy hit his first 81 a couple months ago.
Oh, man.
And then I believe has hit at least 2, if not 3. He witnessed the NATC this most recent winter, but was not able to compete, I don't believe. And his game has been upped exponentially since coming back from Canada. He saw the way that everyone else was throwing, decided that's going to be me, and then just made that happen.
It's amazing how you'll see people start to piggyback on successes around them.
Yeah, absolutely.
It seems that clubs as a whole start to take off. They start to get a little bit of a hold. Maybe someone's figured out a style that works, and then they all kind of springboard off it.
That's something I'd love to pick your brain about, actually, because I've been with Urban Axis Philadelphia since day one. And when we were kind of figuring everything out ourselves, it took us a long time to get really strong. You know what I mean? But we figured a lot of stuff out, and now we have people who are joining leagues, and within 2-3 seasons, they're skyrocketing in terms of their skill. They're hitting 81. And I feel like people are getting better and better and better, faster and faster and faster. I was curious if you've seen any of that as well.
Absolutely. A lot of excitement in the club for what's happening over on Blue Lanes. Speaking of new blood, one of the competitors there is only a couple months in, and he's still in A bracket, if I'm not mistaken.
You're talking about Kump?
Yep.
K-U-M-P for you viewers. It's a tricky last name. It's his last name. His name is Michael Kump.
That was a bit of the battle of the rookies.
Yeah, which is cool, man. Which is so cool.
So I can tell you exactly when our club shifted gears. We started in August 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And we went to NATF Champs in February, and I think we had one lucky soul from Peterborough who managed to win one single match, and everybody else was out in 2.
Yeah.
And we said, whoa, we all thought we were maybe big fish.
Right.
But we learned 2 different styles of throw. One that myself and Chris Proctor-Bennett used, a 2-handed kind of lunging throw.
Yep,
And
seen a lot of that.
Other folks came back with what we affectionately call the Toronto flick.
Yep.
Just a little delicate little, but
it changed the game for a lot of people. Absolutely.
It changed our averages, I remember, back at the time, from our best being high 50s, low 60s.
Yeah.
And next season we had 3 people at 70.
Yep.
From that one change in style.
Yeah.
Now it's hard to climb from there. And we've got a few that have been working hard trying to break into that elite 75 club.
Cool. You're a two-handed thrower?
I'm a two-handed
You're
thrower.
A lunger for sure.
I'm a bit of a lunger, yeah. I jump into it.
You have a bit of a pop in your shot.
Try not to make sure I don't go over that red line.
Yeah.
But
have you tried what we refer to as the Canadian flick? I guess we
the
generalize
Canadian flick, yeah. I've tried it. The one-handed thing I did for a while, actually.
Yeah.
Thought it looked cooler. Thought it made me tougher.
Yeah.
Didn't perform as well.
Yeah.
So I went back to the two hands, and I'm
as often is the case when you try to do something a little bit for show and ego.
Absolutely, right? Which is not lost in this crowd, I'm sure.
I tried it as well. I played a whole season, and I either hit 5s. My accuracy sharpened up.
Okay.
But I dropped consistently more.
And you can't abide the drops. That's the first thing you got to get out of your game.
You can get a 3 and then stay in it.
Hope your opponent will fail to clutch you out or something to that. But the drops, boy, they just set a pace. Yeah.
So I did it for a whole season. 5s or nothings. But after I was like, I'm a good thrower. And I went back to what I knew worked for me, and I'll just continue to hone and sharpen that.
I think one of the hardest things in axe throwing, as in all things that are skill-based, is taking that step backwards.
Yeah.
For the future game, right?
Yeah.
Accepting you're going to be a little worse for a while.
Right.
To try something new and see if you can push it farther. And everyone kind of stagnates after a while.
For sure.
Finds himself struggling to push forward.
There's something that I've definitely learned as a human being is that growth and healing is not a linear platform.
Okay.
There's a lot of ups and downs, peaks and valleys. You're still moving forward, but it doesn't always feel like it. Right now in another semifinal match, we have Joey G and Uncle Willie.
I had the pleasure of playing Uncle Willie today for the first time.
He throws fast.
But so do I.
Yeah.
We appreciated it very much, actually. We were just able to rocket through our game in about 3 minutes. And it was I lost it to him. And I think I probably scored more total points because he had 2 drops and a 3. But they were all in one game.
Yeah.
And then he was perfect everywhere else. So
I
I made the mistake of telling him that. I'm like, don't sweat it. It was all in one game. You put all your mistakes in one spot when I was up 2-1 and feeling good.
You're right.
But he took my advice to heart and rallied. Learned, I should say, nothing.
Okay, so round 1. Throw in terms of style, you mean? Yeah, I feel you. Just a comment from another solid axe thrower, Ryan Birddog Amaya. He's pointing out that the pace, style, and technique of these two throwers, both like strong Philadelphia urban axis throwers, although they also compete at choppers, is near identical. They throw quickly. Their one hand is similar. Their axes are different, but they're like axe throwing brothers.
And that's not entirely insignificant. There's a clutch hit by Willie. I'm not sure about Joey.
Yeah.
No dice.
So Joe takes round 1. Uncle Willie takes round 2.
And we're already halfway through this match, just about.
We're zooming through it.
There's not much, you can't say our points quick enough. They're on to game 3. It can throw you off, though, the pace of another person. Sometimes axe throwing, you talk about your mental game. Some of that is rhythm. And you just get in a bit of a zone and a flow.
Yeah.
And if you've got an opponent who throws unusually quickly or slowly, and that's not what you're used to, that can take you out of your element a little.
Absolutely. You got to run your own race, for sure.
It's a funny sport in that there's nothing the other person that is doing or can do that realistically can affect you.
Yes.
Really.
Great point.
Yeah. It has nothing. Your game has nothing to do with them.
Yeah.
And yet, when you're lining up for that clutch and you know that they just got theirs, it's hard not to think about it.
Yeah.
When you release, it's those little subtleties. I know the best throwers pay no attention to what their opponents are doing at all.
Yep. Yeah, and that's why you'll see some of these throwers throw so quickly because they want to stay out of their heads. They know this is muscle memory. They don't need to worry about what else is going on. And then it's up to the other player to play the same game.
Looks like a clutch for both of them.
Yep. Solid 27, solid unicorns.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I would love to adopt that.
You absolutely can, yeah.
We call those supernatural rounds.
Supernaturals.
But honestly, I like the
and that's the
unicorn
connection, right? We saw a supernatural and said, well, there's this unicorn head on for sale on eBay.
Yeah.
And that could be a thing.
The 81s we also just call 81.
The 81s they're clearly just 81s.
I guess it's
Nothing magical there.
It's strong enough as a name.
Now, on the bit of the inside curve, there's also the Dark Unicorn, which is 4 clutches in the bull, just for fun.
Oh, sure.
And then the elusive 81 equivalent called the Gretzky.
The Gretzky.
4 clutches bull repeated 3 times, which is 99 points.
Wow. We've never heard of that.
I'd say big axe clutch for Joey there.
Yeah.
They're tied 1-1.
Uncle Willie.
Nailed it.
Positive. 2 big axe clutches. Not easy.
It's always a little hit when you're throwing first. You get that big axe clutch, and you're like, oh, I did it. And then the other person gets you, and you're like, oh, come on, it's not over yet, I guess.
Yeah,
just go up and do it again.
Joey G was in.
Got it. Uncle Willie got it. And it was a heel hit, but it stuck.
Joey G was a Urban Axis Philadelphia thrower, has been with us since our very first league, and is the only person in Urban Axis history to have been a league champion in every single year that we've been open, 2016, 2017, 2018.
It's an accomplishment.
5-5, throw 2. What made you get interested in the sport of axe throwing to begin with?
Well, I started by turning 30. That was the first trick, and that was my birthday party. It was an axe event.
A tale as old as time.
Yeah, and then I had a brother-in-law. Did it in Toronto. Told us about it all the time. And
you still have a brother-in-law?
I still do have a brother-in-law.
Okay, cool.
Yes,
Just checking.
Yes. No, a few of them, actually. So a couple of friends of mine and myself said, we could do this here. This would be awesome. So I'm one of the owners, founders of the Peterborough Club.
No way.
We got it started.
No idea.
Yeah.
Look at me commentating like a fool.
See how far I was going to string you along. It wasn't a minor partner in it, but I've helped out. Been the one trying to get the elusive computer systems to go and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Joke we didn't have this fancy software first.
Uncle Willie takes it.
Uncle Willie. And it's that big axe of his that's really making the difference.
Dude, there's a lot of quasi-pervy-sounding nicknames in the axe. Everyone's a good person. Everyone's accepting, respectable. You never hear any uncomfortable scenarios, but there's a lot of slightly uncomfortable names.
On more than one occasion today, I've mixed up Big Will G and Uncle Willie and made Big Willie, and you know what? That just was pushing it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, played a guy today named Adaptable Sloth.
Okay.
Not a great example
does your club do the nickname thing? Because our club really didn't pick that up. Have you got the nicknames flying or what?
They've started.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're starting to get more and more. My nickname in the axe throwing world is Spotty Baller, which once again you could be like, that's weird.
I don't think so. It's just fine.
It's a good name. I did it because I'm, at least earlier on in my axe throwing career, inconsistently balled out. Sometimes I was terrific, and then sometimes just crap to bed all the time, hence the name. What just happened over here? Did Jimmy get eliminated?
Jimmy is out, yes. Oh. I think it was a big axe clutch that took him.
Now, this gentleman's name is Kuya, am I right?
That's right.
Also, I think it's his 3rd season or something.
Kuya is also a rookie, and he is throwing heat.
Yeah.
No question.
I think he's hit 34 81s. I was talking to him yesterday.
That's a number.
Which is just crazy. It's exactly the point that we were making before, which is the newer people are getting better faster than the old heads who helped create and form the sport.
It's just the expectation. Yeah. The sport's changed, too.
Yeah.
2 years ago, you didn't clutch people out. If you were up by 2, you threw bullseye, and you let them try to go clutch because no one was good enough at clutch to make that kind of make sense. Now, you're playing people. If you're up by 2, it's because they made their one and only mistake you're going to see of them.
Yeah.
And you clutch because that's your chance to get up again.
Right. And once again, you don't have to. Stefan, when I was playing against him, totally had the opportunity to clutch me out. Every opportunity that he had to give me a fair shot, he gave it to me.
Stefan might be a bit of an exception. He's a bit of an old hand at this. And
weird thing about Stefan, if you look at his hands, even though he's a young guy, they look ancient.
All right, that's good to know.
And wrinkly. Not true, by the way.
I want to take a look.
Just having a little fun.
I can't see him here.
It's weird to look at.
I I will keep my eyes open though. He made comments about my calves today, so I'd love some comeback material. Thank you for that.
I think if someone walked up to me on the street and said, "You have old hands," I don't think I would be offended.
I don't even know what I think.
Who are you?
Why
are you talking?
A little bit of yes and a little bit of no.
A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, perhaps.
Yes, yeah. So we got a little bit of a lull as they, I suppose, they figure out what's next. It's hard to commentate on anything other than this one lane where we can see the action.
Sure,
but I'm sure this is where the finals and semifinals. We need to be getting close. I think we just saw the group of 4 in the A bracket happen. So there'd only be 4 matches, that is. There'll only be 2 matches left in A bracket. 4 people left.
Hold on 1 second.
Take a peek.
Yeah. No, I think that I should be like the person who just sticks around and has I would love for 7 to come out a little bit. It is, you're the one. Right on. So, in this lull, are there any future plans? What does the future of Peterborough Axe Club look like?
Peterborough? Well,
not plural, Peterborough.
It's just one Peter, yes, that made Peterborough, indeed. Unlike Petersburg, where I guess had a couple Peters. Future plans? Well, we're still building our core. You get axe throwers in leagues that come and go, and you get the ones that never depart. We found some of our leagues are less variable and some are more. We get a real community feel on the Thursday, and it's been the same league every time.
It's the same
story. Some of our other nights are a little more transitionary. So we're trying to build that culture in other nights, ramp up our total numbers. The response from our community, I mean, we're not a big city. Peterborough's 80,000. It's a small city. And but the response for the walk-ins and for the events has been fantastic. So we're always looking for the next plan, just trying to make our space better and our processes smoother. And
absolutely.
Get some feedback.
Okay, cool. That's fine. Yeah, I got it.
A shout out to some of our Peterborough elites that aren't here today.
Yeah, give them a shout out.
So Evan Fleck. From Peterborough League, who finished last season at
There's a camera right here.
There is. I didn't see that.
Right
Thank you.
Yeah, that's my bad. I set you up for failure.
I've been not looking at that. Okay, so Evan, at a 79.5 average last season, is a character and a delight to lose to. We got the Rooster, who is undoubtedly the best dressed, and one of our few nicknames. Carla Raponi and a lot of our staff. We got some up-and-comers. We're looking forward to being at the NAT next year. So.
Right on. Well, I think what we're going to do is, as these next matches are going to be progressing, I think we're going to get some new blood and new representation.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
From the world. So, my
absolutely,
friend, thank
been
you
a
so
pleasure
much for coming. Nice to talk to you and get to know you a little bit better.
And we'll see the finals here.
Thanks, man. Thanks, dude. Back to Ben. This man never sleeps. We have more semifinal matches coming up for the B bracket. It looks like on this side, which I won't be commentating as much on because it's not being televised, essentially broadcasted. We have Kuya and Uncle Willie, which is guaranteed to be an incredible thing to see. And then on my side, we're still just waiting. My guess, my intuition / looking at this iPad, thinks it's going to be Jake and Cadu, which is Chris Cadu and Jake Markowitz. But we have a new someone joining the Coliseum of commentating. Put that headset on, my man. Nice and proud. Hello, how are you?
Not bad, yourself?
I'm good, man. I'm Ben Bass.
Julio, lovely to meet you for the first time at least.
Julio, yeah.
I mean, I know who you are, obviously, but I watch all you guys' streams, so
right. Oh,
it's
cool.
It's a pleasure to be here, to be honest.
So, my friend, who are you? Tell us a little bit about yourself. Also, this is a camera right here if you want to
awesome.
talk to me, but look at them.
No problem. I am I'm a Yorkdale member. I've been throwing since July of 2015.
Ah, okay, so a while. A bit.
Yeah, we'll say a bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely not as much as some of the heavy hitters here like Stefan and
Yeah.
TTC, who's probably the longest reigning thrower right now.
Yeah.
But I did one event with a friend and essentially joined the league and got hooked ever since.
Yeah.
It's been great. But we got an absolute heavy hitter game over here.
I know.
Uncle Willie and Kid Kuya ran
Yeah.
there. That's I want to say my little Padawan right there.
Oh, yeah? Is he?
But he's the apprentice has become the master, absolutely, because he's absolutely crushing it today.
One of the things that we were discussing earlier, will you bring your microphone slightly closer to your mouth?
How's that? Oh. How's that?
Good? Better?
Better?
Good enough, yeah. Cool.
All right, good enough.
One of the things that we've been discussing is the people who've been in this sport a little bit longer, they're great. They're phenomenal throwers, but it took us a while to get to that point. And we're seeing, especially in the last year, I would say, new blood rising very quickly, faster than anyone else has previously. And it's not just like one person here, one person there. A lot of people, like Kump, for example.
Absolutely, yeah. Since
he's
March,
in the A bracket.
Yeah.
It's him. It's him and Stefan at this point.
It's unbelievable. I was told that he's been throwing since March, I believe.
Yeah,
that's correct, and that's actually.
It's July, March, April, May, June, July. 5 months, not even half a year.
Who knows how many 81s he's got under his belt as well. I'm sure it's up there as well.
It's not close to Kuya. He's in the 30s.
He's in the 30s.
Yeah,
he's in the 30s. And
he's not there.
That's wild. But again, the track has been laid, so it's easier for people to pick up.
It's easier to pick up.
But again, you notice it with players like Kump and players like Kuya, where they want to excel. They put in the work, and I've been told he throws in more than one league. He comes to drop in, and that's the way to do it. There's no other. If you want to get good, you can put in the work and do it.
I was in his first league at Urban Axes, and there was a lot of who the hell is this guy? He just got it right away.
Yeah, it's jarring at first when someone so new becomes so good so fast.
Yeah,
but then I think just in the spirit of the community, where you see right away where everyone just it's incredible, and then they embrace it completely. Right. No one wishes anybody to do poorly,
and that's another theme that's come up time and time again. Is just how accepting the community backstories are.
Yep.
So just hopping back into this match that we're actually watching in front of us, that's being broadcasted. We have Chris Cadu, and Jake Markowitz. And man, these individuals have played each other
countless times. I'm a bit of a stat hawk myself.
Are you?
Believe me, every Sunday, every Wednesday, any league that they throw in, I'll check the stats in the morning at work, man. And what did they throw now? Or just the playoffs, like I said, the streams. The last one I saw with yourself was the Riggs win here in Baltimore, and in Philly.
Yeah.
And again, you guys just have a great setup, but this game over here, it's unbelievable. Chris, I don't know how long he's actually been throwing for himself. He's got to be up in a year and a half at least.
Yeah, at least. Because I'm pretty sure he went to the NATC.
He was that.
Not only in 2018, but in 2017 as well.
Correct. So. Yeah, that's correct. And Jake, I don't know, but he's fresh off a win as well. I believe he took Sunday Choppers. He took an incredible
Choppers championship.
Yeah, and those Choppers leagues are no joke.
I know.
They are stacked.
Yeah, they are definitely the elite. So
and that's the beauty though with sharing the players between Philly and Choppers. It's no matter where you go, you're gonna find yourself in a devastating league with some heavy hitters. Absolutely.
Yeah, and from a purely financial business point of view, the facilities are rivals naturally.
Yeah.
They're taking power and clients away from each other.
Absolutely.
And yet the community themselves, nothing but love and acceptance and sharing.
Exactly. Yeah, they look past all that stuff. They're here to throw axes, having a great time, and you can tell. Look at that. Look at them.
So hopping back into what's actually happening in real time, it looks like Cadu took round 1, Jake took round 2. We're in round 3. There's a measurement call. It's the 4th throw. Currently, Chris has 5.555, and we're finding out if Jake's is a 5 or a 3.
It's going to be close. So that angle of that axe as well, it's got such a long blade length.
What is it, a plum?
I believe he uses the... oh, no, he is using the half hatchet. Yep. He moved away from the...
It was a 5. It's 20 all.
There we go. Clutches, obviously. Chris connects.
Chris, it looks good. Jake, a drop. A drop. And it happens.
Yep, that's going to happen. Fatigue's going to kick in with skills running all of Saturday. It's going to come down to who can last the longest, essentially.
And really, no one got much sleep last night. Not because we were super partying, but this went on till a while, and then there was a few drinks, naturally. Of course. All the prizes were alcohol. Yep. And then we all got like 4 hours of sleep because this thing started early today.
Yep,
I've been here since 8 a.m.
Yep, I hear you there. Yeah.
All right, so Chris is 2-1.
2-1.
I was talking to Kevin earlier. At Yorkdale, do you have a special name for the 27s if you hit like a perfect round?
No, so the regular name currently that exists, and I think it's just battle wide in general, it's a super perfect.
Which is actually not, we call it a supernatural. So
really?
Similar. And then at Peterborough Axe Club, they call them unicorns.
They call them unicorns, yeah. They got a great name for it. They have a whole wall where they write down how many they've hit, and they got a little bell that they ring as well. They got a whole little culture around it, and it's great.
Throw 5 right now. Cadu's up by 2.
It's a good throw. He can put it away.
Yeah. And this is this scenario right here. Once again, Chris and Jake have battled out multiple times. Lines up. Low. Now Jake only needs to hit 3 points.
Yep.
3 points is all he needs. He didn't agree to also go clutch. Hits the 5. He snags it. So now it's 2-2, round 5. This is going to determine who moves on. Just trying to hype up the audience.
Yeah, he's got a little crowd going on with him. It's good. He's smart. You need that momentum with you sometimes. Throwing by yourself isn't helpful.
Yep.
And he's going to need that momentum now. He's down 2. He's going to need to carry that through.
And it's weird. I've seen some people, after they pick up their axe, walk backwards, so all their focus on is in the target. They're not taking in the audience whatsoever.
That is intense. And a big measurement coming up right here. We can be all squared up.
The person who's measuring it is another wonderful competitor named Allison Gruber. Her axe nickname is Babe.
I heard the chant a little earlier against Jimmy Bagpipe. Yeah. It was quite a match.
Yeah, it was quite a match. She's just a powerhouse. Anything she does, she's excessively capable at. Right. Whether it's throwing axes, she also was in the roller derby world for a long time. An incredible cook. She also is a gym teacher. Teaches 1st grade through 8th grade. And all of those students are under her belt, and she's teaching them all. She's an incredible person.
All the power to her, then.
Yeah.
Absolutely well done. It's impressive. There's a couple roller derby representatives as well out of Toronto that throw as well.
Yeah.
Yep. We have a girl named Erin who runs our Wednesday league in Yorkdale. Throws on Monday, and she runs she partakes in the roller derby community as well.
So shout out to our roller derby friends.
Right. Oh, and Jake got that 5. Jake got the 5.
So throw 5. Jake by 2
in the final axe.
He could try to go for the clutch and risk it, but
he's going
to the clutch. Yeah. Okay, so if he snags it, oh God, it's tense. This is the shot right here. This is round 5.
All culminates in this one shot.
Not only does he hit the clutch, he nails it, bulldozes right down the center.
Right there. That's a big game right there. That's a heavy loss for both of these competitors.
Jake was reading a book about sports psychology earlier this year. I'm wondering if it benefited him.
Yeah, he's doing well. He definitely has himself amped up in his weight.
Yeah.
He's ready. He's ready to roll.
Nice. Awesome.
Excellent game by them. And Kuya and Uncle Willie are still going over here, too.
Yeah.
That big axe round that they had lasted quite a while.
Let me see if I can pull up their match real
quick. Be great to know.
I'm not sure if I can.
And Chris has been a big representative of the entire urban culture for a while now. Chris, he's been up there.
Yep.
Everyone knows his name.
Yep.
He's not a new face by any means.
Yep.
He's been putting in the work, and it shows. There's a lot of respect for him, not just here, but in Canada as well.
Who? Are you demanding this, or is it? Oh, okay. I'm being voted off the island of the commentator stand. Jimmy Bagpipes. Fresh off a loss, I'll say it.
All right.
Just kidding. He's done incredible.
he's been great today.
He's been sensational.
He's
is
great.
going to replace me. He said, "Hey, Ben, get the fuck out of here." I said, "Okay, buddy."
I was listening to his own commentary during his own games, and it's quite it's quite a spectacle. He's a great dude.
He also obviously a phenomenal axe thrower.
Oh, great.
In the improvisation scene, and also a really strong writer. Went to college for creative writing, and he's damn good at it. A bunch of people have a bunch of different skills.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a wide array of people that we got here with different backgrounds. Ooh, Uncle Willie just a little wide.
All right, well, I guess I'm going to tap out. My friends, it's been real. Hopefully I'll see you again. I expect I will. Ben Bass signing out.
Come on, Willie!
No problem. We got another round of clutch here with Uncle Willie and Rander. Holding his head around his head. I don't think there's a thrower right now that throws with the confidence that Kid Kuya has. Not one thrower. Uncle Willie much lower than his normal throws. Rander, he's amped up. He's ready to throw. He's lining his shot up as we wait for Jimmy to join us here at the booth. Rander opted for points on that one just to take the round. It's a smart move. It's a bold move to go clutch first, but here we go. Jimmy having a little issues getting into the booth. The live and wonderful, colorful Jimmy Backpipe joining us in the booth. Jimmy, how's it going?
I'm doing all right, Julio. How are you?
I'm all right, man. I'm having a great time up here.
I am a sweaty person.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's
join the club.
What's going on?
I would love to know what the exact round score is with Uncle Willie and Kid Kuya, but I know Rander just took that last round in Big Axe. Looking a little shaky there, but he's pulling it together.
I'm in a tough spot here. Rander Kuya, the person who knocked me out of this.
That's right, yeah. No, you wouldn't have anything. You wouldn't have anyone to root for in this game, would you?
That being said, Uncle Willie knocked me out in our home playoffs.
Okay, so they could both lose if we wanted to. That's great. Right.
That being said, if I'm going to go down in this tournament, I would like to see the person who knocked me out
go as far as possible.
Yeah,
absolutely. There he goes. He's feeling good, too. That's 2 rounds at least for him. And I would like to know where they're standing at.
Yep.
It's possible. And I don't know if you know as well, but Rander over here has only been throwing for about 4 seasons, I believe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's incredible to see him go far. And look at him
of course.
Pound his chest as he's getting ready for his next throw.
Yeah, amazing thrower.
There's one thing about him is that he throws with the confidence of 1,000 suns, and no one believes in him more than himself. And you know what? You need that sometimes.
Yep.
We got some questionable throws here. Close. Uncle Willie calling a 3 already. Rander not letting it go without a device call, and it's a good move.
And at this point in the game, how could you not give it the call?
There's no way. You don't want to give anything away. Give nothing, take everything.
None of us are in a position to just give away points.
No, absolutely not. You go down, you miss one bullseye, and you get clutched out.
That's it. That's what happened.
It's the way she goes, as Uncle Willie says.
That his classic saying.
Yep. So we got an official 3 for Willie.
Level of competition here, astounding.
It's incredible. It really is. Just from every representation as well. Just the Philly guys, the Choppers dudes, Baltimore, they're coming out. I spent a good time spending with Jake from Baltimore here. New thrower as well, and he just did phenomenal during this tournament, and his skills. It's unbelievable. You can't miss a beat with anyone here.
No. What I've been saying all day, at this point, any of us can beat any of us.
Absolutely.
It's going to be who messes up first and who gets lucky first.
You're correct. And the margin for error is so slim.
Yeah.
It's so slim. This one's taking a while. Rander's getting a little restless with this one. It's not normal to see him a little shaky. He's usually very calm. He's very, very collected.
Hey, a lot on the line right now.
And this is rare as well, like the conversation with his competitor. He usually sticks to his own guns. He looks at the floor when he's walking back and looks at the board when he turns around and nothing else. But again, just the level of camaraderie as well that it involves here, it's too overwhelming.
The sportsmanship across the board, huge in the community.
I mean, I think it's the most important part as well.
I believe Coach Chris giving him a 3 on that.
So we're all tied still.
Kuya not like
He's not happy with the call.
Still not super happy about it.
He's not happy with the call. Is he going to go for a second opinion? Nope.
No,
he's going back. And we're going again. I believe we're on axe number 4. All tied up. Connects.
There it is. Clean throws.
And there we go, both of them. Perfect paint.
No more leeway.
No more questionable throws. So Uncle Willie's up 2. Here we go.
Going for the clutch. Interesting call.
Did not go to clutch him out. And the clutch to stay alive.
Something I know about Willie from throwing with him. He said if he confidently hits all 4 bulls, he's going clutch no matter what.
Really?
Maybe that 3 or the 3 in that. Kuya hits it.
And he hits his clutch.
The 3 in there made him a little nervous.
That's where there's many competitors around that will throw clutch regardless.
Yeah.
And it's a bold move. It's an aggressive way to play. But it pays off, and Rander is one of those kids. He'll go clutch if he's down 2, if he's up 2, up 1. He doesn't care. That's a perfect bullseye there. Uncle Willie, no stranger to the bullseyes himself, with his throwing with his Agdor axe there, which is very popular among the American throwers.
Throw one myself.
Yeah, you do. Throw it very well as well.
In Canada, most people go shot pro.
So the Shot Pro was the popular throw, and the Collins and the Yardwork brands seem to be in the mix as well.
Ooh.
And he's going clutch. I believe he can put it away with this right here. He has 2 rounds on Willie. Ooh,
a little high. Uncle Willie calling his clutch too.
Yep. Notorious fast thrower as well. But his big axe does take a little longer.
Ooh, a little low.
Just a little bit of recalibration there. They're going to go clutch again, of course.
One more, of course.
Absolutely. At this stage of the game, you can expect nothing less.
Yes, you're doing a great job.
Thank you, Vince.
Oh, and there it is.
He's in. No, he says he's out.
Oh my.
He says he's out.
That one hurts. That one hurt me a little bit. Look, Willie feeling the pressure relief on that one. You can see that deep breath.
Yeah.
He lines up his shot.
Gives him a free throw almost.
Absolutely.
Also low.
Oh, there you go. That's that fatigue kicking in as well.
Yep.
With skills running all day on Saturday, you know it's going to be a factor when it comes
Going one
during
more
these
round
later
clutches.
stages. They're going to be going 5 rounds always. They're going to be going big axe most of the time.
The tournament today started at 10 a.m.
Yep.
Right? So.
Well, I mean, if you were here at 9.
Yeah.
Here at 9 for practice, you know you've been throwing a little longer as well.
These guys have been throwing for a bunch of hours at this point.
And Kuya Rander hits his clutch as he points to me. That's my boy right there. Not that I'm biased or anything. And Uncle Willie lines it up.
Oh, Kuya takes it.
Kuya advances, taking out a big competitor in Uncle Willie. Look at him bounce. Excellent game.
Unbelievable.
Game.
What a
He's
throw.
hyped up. He's hyped up and he's ready to go.
For Uncle Willie.
Excellent game, guys. Great work to Uncle Willie. Again, just like Chris C himself, a big name in the game. Perfect. All right. Well, it looks like the next match is going to get underway fairly soon. Aaron G looking to step up to the plate over here. Still an A bracket, which is very big. And I will say my goodbyes. Jimmy?
I think they're still looking for someone in a second.
Are they?
So, what's up, Saul?
Yeah, that's a solid, big competitor. Big Yorkdale thrower as well. We've been throwing for a long time together.
Saul and I played earlier. Heck of a match.
Oh, great game. Great game.
Wonderful
Absolutely great game. Which you won as well. Stings me a little bit taking out my Yorkdale folks.
Oh, I mean, I spoke to Saul briefly last night. We got chatting. amazing dude.
Oh,
such
he's
a genuine, kind guy.
I think the phrase "salt of the earth" can apply to no one better than Saul himself. Yeah. He's ready. Look at Kump. He's ready, huh?
Similar
he's
to
excited.
what you're saying about Rander, Kump, perhaps only in his
he's
fourth
actually,
season as well.
He's actually fresher than Rander. I believe he started in March.
Yes, he hit an 81, a perfect score, his second season.
Wow.
Which is frustrating to say the least.
It really is, because it took me a year and a half to get my first. And you got these kids here just smacking them out of the park in the first try.
Kump came in, picked up an axe, and was like, yeah, I got this, dude. And then no problems ever since.
Yep, very easy.
And then, of course, playing Stefan, four-time champion of National Axe Throwing Champion.
That's correct. Four-time champion. He's got a fire under him right now.
Yes.
With after the last NATC match, he wasn't happy with his performance, but he's coming back and he's coming stronger than ever.
Yes, he is.
He's
On the other
stronger
side,
than ever.
On the other side, we've got Aaron G versus Martin Van
Os.
Van Os.
Van Os. We got the brothers here. Both of them, they throw together. They got that Mario and Luigi pattern going on for them. Works really well. And you got Aaron. Aaron's consistency is unbelievable.
Unmatched.
His straight arm throw is very peculiar, to say the least.
Julio, I think they found somebody.
Perfect. So I'm going to bow out, guys. Thank you very much for having me. Jimmy, it's a pleasure.
A pleasure, Julio. We'll
Take
speak.
care, everybody.
Of course. In the meantime, till we get someone else up here, intense matchup right now. Like we said, Stefan and Kump, four-time national champion versus relative newbie, still early on in his axe throwing career, both in the A bracket. Across the way, Aaron G versus Martin Venos. Aaron G, of course, the runner-up to the NATC this most recent year. So the level of competition right here is unbelievable. And him and Martin hit their clutches. Oh, hello. All good? She can't hear me. Awesome. So, believe we're both in our A bracket here. Loser goes to the B bracket of each of these, and those will be semis, I believe. I haven't looked at a bracket recently. Who knows what's happening? Aaron and Martin going to Big Axe right now.
Put the headset on, get the microphone as close to your mouth as you can, and talk loud, talk right.
Before we get started, okay, it's just these guys?
Both of them. They're both live.
Who is Aaron competing against? I never met him.
That is...
I know Aaron. What's his name?
I'm Jimmy.
So I'm good?
Yeah, you're good. Bring it up. That's the camera we're speaking into.
Oh, we're on camera.
Yes, we
we're
are.
On camera.
Hi, Jay. Welcome to the stream.
Hi, so everyone just saw me get on top of
Yes,
this?
they did.
Perfect.
It was super awkward when I did it, too.
Okay,
I think
perfect.
your
I'm
headset
also-
might be on backwards.
Backwards?
I think so.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Jay, what's the worst that can happen? There's 10 people watching.
I'm
This
such
is
a
Jay,
little
guys.
head. Hey,
Jay's
what's
gonna
up?
figure out her
I'm
headset.
Jay.
And then we'll
Everyone's
get back
head
to the
is
reporting.
50 times bigger than mine.
Sure, just turn it around.
This way?
Joined by Matt
Thank
Payton
you
here
so
now, doing some tech work. Thank you, Matt.
All right, all good.
Matt, one of the Urban Axis owners. Jay, how's your day been so far?
Really good, really
Wonderful.
good. May have had too much fun last night, so I had a better show yesterday, but
Sure.
the competition today is just
Unbelievable.
it's ridiculous. Yeah,
I think
so
something that
inspiring.
every commentator who's been up today has said the same thing. The level of play here is unbelievable.
Yeah, like it's a whole other level, and it's even great because obviously we're lucky when you guys get to come to us, but this is like a lot of Canadians' first time
Yes.
coming to the States, and it's just been an amazing experience. Like it's great that you can cross the border and have the same thing,
Experience, of
same
course.
experience. Yeah, it's awesome.
So checking in with our matches right now. Kump and Stefan were tied in Big Axe, both going for Big Axe clutches. Stefan hits his, of course.
That's my Yahtzee partner, Mike. I actually I just met him. He was our fourth. We needed a +1, and then
Yes.
got him. We're super happy to throw with him.
Kump, absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
Was
he's a
saying
great
earlier.
guy.
Oh, very,
He's a great
very
guy.
kind dude.
It's nice when you're talented and you're cool.
Yeah, of course. So Stefan and Kump going into round 2.
Yeah.
Stefan taking round 1.
It's so smooth, just bullseye,
everything
across the board.
And across the way, Martin and Aaron, a little unsure where they're at, as we don't have the scores live updated in front of us. But I'm sure they're both throwing great.
Ooh, 3.
I spoke too soon.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, unbelievable.
It transferred.
We can say, oh, what bummer that he threw a 3, but like.
It almost gets boring though, because you see like bullseye so much at this level that when it does happen, you're almost excited by a 3. You're like, oh, what is that? That's not a 5. It just doesn't happen.
Oh, apparently
so rare.
2 3s in that round. Aaron hitting a bull to send him to the next round.
What do we got here?
Tied on the 5th.
Oh, okay.
Kump hits his.
Kump gets his clutch. That's great. And Stefan to follow. I tell you, this is a lot better watching up here. Perfect.
Nails it.
And Stefan gets it.
Something interesting. Last time I saw Stefan throw was at the NATC back in February. Changed his throw dramatically since then.
Yeah. Well, I guess the Canadian flick is a thing now.
So I went to Canada, saw Strawn Riley win, came back and took his throw.
Yeah.
So that's how I throw.
Right.
So we're in Big X across the way there. Stefan throwing first on this one. Hits his bull. 1 good and bad, all you need right now.
Yeah, so it's just 1 paint and then points.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Correct.
I remember that screwed me up at home. It was 3, and then I was like, oh, okay. It makes sense that it's just 1.
Of course. I mean, we all know that we can all hit our good things.
Oh
my God. I'm speaking so soon. Every time Kump misses his good or bad, didn't break any paints. That means Stefan will take it.
All right.
No opportunity for points there.
So that's 2 for Stefan.
Yes.
Okay.
I believe we're best of 7 now. So Stefan needs 4 total rounds to win, or Kump. Either way, if Kump comes back.
Wow. As soon as we say like,
we should just stop talking about it. Say the things that are happening, not what might happen.
Exactly. Yeah.
And in the next few minutes, I assume someone will win $1 million. So let's see.
Come on, buddy. Oh, I wish, you know what? I wish they call for devices more. I feel like we're almost like too kind.
Yeah.
Like we have a really healthy competition here, but it's almost like device everything. Like this is it. Like this is your A bracket. This is it.
We're in no position to give away points.
Exactly, because he's just such a good guy, and they're like, he just pulls it being like, sometimes you don't know. Sometimes they're not. They're really deceiving.
Yes.
I just feel like at this level,
everybody's blade's a little different,
right?
Blades, my blade, I have a straight edge, some curve, and it's actually what's embedded in the wood. So every axe is a little bit different.
Yeah. And what you're used to seeing, right?
Exactly.
I've seen a lot of guys. They have it's neat. They have like a short handle and then the big like Viking metal blade. Like I'm not used to devicing that, so obviously it's not going to look the way that I think it is, right?
I'm personally a coach at our Urban Access Philly.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Philly. Yeah, yes.
Of course.
Yeah.
So used to using the device against Shop Pro axes, which is our standard housing.
Yeah, that's how I started. Yeah.
Of course. So
and they're so heavy compared to what we have now.
Across the way, Martin and Aaron, they're in their big axes.
It's neat seeing all the different big axes as well.
Of
all
course.
the custom. Everyone's naming their blades. Is that just a match?
Say it one more time.
Is that just a match to tie? Or is that just paint?
I think that was points.
Okay.
I think they both agreed to go bull.
Awesome. Look at that. And another one.
Back over here, Stefan's throw still being measured, which goes to show how close this axe could be.
Yes, yeah. But this is good. That's what it's for. Call it. Use it. It's a 3.
Kump making the good call, making a measure.
Wow.
Which
you got to do it though. You got to you got to do it. You got to call it.
Puts us at our 4th axe of that round. 13-13. They're tied.
Ooh, a little fake out by Stefan there. There we go.
And we're tied on the 5th. Of course they're going up.
Clutches? It's the only way.
I mean, again, at this level, we know. Hold on, I'll wait. At this point, we know for the most part people are going to hit their bulls. Stefan hits his another round of big axe.
Ooh, we got a 3. Aaron with a 3. that catches my eye more because everyone hits. Everyone's hitting everything else. You're like, oh.
Uncharacteristic of Aaron.
And another device.
One of the most consistent players I've ever seen.
Oh my goodness, his mental game is unbeatable.
Another device across the way. Kump hits his clutch. As someone who lost to Kump not only in regular season play, but in our playoffs.
Oh, you guys are in the same league? You throw together?
Yes, we are.
Awesome.
Like I mentioned earlier, so aggravating that he's only been doing this for 4 seasons.
So this is like together 4 seasons?
No, he's been throwing for 4 seasons.
That's not a lot.
Hit an 81 his second season.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
A little high, I think.
To me that's a new player. Like that's that's so impressive. Yeah. That's not even is it a year?
No, that's 10 months.
Yeah, so that's not even. So hasn't even been throwing for a year, and he hasn't. These kids, man.
Stefan hits it.
All right.
Stefan, very excited person. Oh, that was it. It was 3 out of 5. Stefan takes it. Stefan's moving.
Oh, okay. So we're not best 4 out of 7 yet.
Best of 4.
Okay. But the following would be 4 out of 7.
I believe that puts Stefan in the semifinals.
Okay.
So yes, I believe so.
Honestly, but that matchup is ridiculous. You have someone that's been throwing for I think 10 years, for, that long. But to have that new kid come in and throw just as well, it just is it's very impressive.
Which says so much about how the sport's evolving.
Yeah.
How people care about it.
Yeah. It doesn't matter how long you've been throwing for. Like if you're a part of the community and you're wanting to progress, this is your home. Like
if you put in the time. And you find your league. Stick to it. Put in the work.
Yeah. That's losing to 81s is not bad.
Yeah, of course. The league Kump and I are in one of the more competitive ones at Urban Access Philly. Myself, Uncle Willie, who just went down a few minutes ago, Kump, Vin Crescenzo, all the way over there.
Is that the Broad Elite shirt?
Yes,
that's you guys.
Okay,
yeah. You guys have amazing throwers.
The Broad Street Elite, very elite group of throwers.
The elite.
Yeah, put a lot of pride into the throwing.
Cool.
Broad Street Elite, of course, encompassing the Philadelphia region, Philly, a little bit of Jersey, stuff like that.
So do you guys have a lot of coaches that came down from Philly that are here?
Yeah, so Urban Access Baltimore just recently opened.
This is the first.
Yes. Grand opening weekend for a lot of stuff. Okay. Therefore, we did bring a lot of Philly coaches in. There's a few Austin coaches in to help out with the.
It's a really overwhelming thing.
Exactly.
Obviously, we both. Not only do we throw, but we work here. Mm-hmm. Sometimes, as a spectator, you kind of don't realize how much effort everyone is putting in. It's a big task to do a 128 people tournament.
Running brackets, keeping score,
it's a lot.
Measuring.
So everyone here has been doing an amazing job. Canadians are really, really impressed. This is. It's everyone's. Because when you do it for a while, sometimes you take that for granted, right? You guys are thrown to the wolves, and to be able to pull off what you have.
Of course. Big shout out to the Urban Access owners.
Yeah.
You guys did a wonderful job organizing the event.
Great service, friendly coaches, and
absolutely nailing it.
It's nothing.
Wonderful to hear that the Canadians are.
It's like
happy.
home.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Which is nice because
it looks like home. Yeah.
I've been. Martin hits his. I've been in a few leagues here and there, and it's nice that whatever league I'm in, whatever place I'm throwing in, the community is the same.
Yeah.
Everybody just wants to have a good time.
It's the same level of respect and competition. Yeah.
Unsure if anybody's mentioned it across the stream so far. In between matches, everybody's tapping axe, clinging the heads together.
Yeah.
Little sign of sportsmanship just to say, hey, we're in this together. Like when boxers touch gloves, a simple handshake, something like that.
And even just the etiquette of the big axe rotation, people have noticed, but everyone just gets on that you go first, and then the etiquette is that you rotate, and every single player here, they didn't even know it was a rule, and they just ended up doing it. That's a very old league thing, and it's amazing to see how fast everyone's just catching on to these little etiquette things,
It's an interesting amount of pressure to throw first, throw second.
Yeah. Do you have a preference?
I always say I don't have a preference, and then I just go, I'll throw first. So I guess
I think if I'm remembering correctly, Aaron likes to throw second.
Yeah?
Yeah.
it's a nice place to be at because if you throw a second, you know what the person did before you. If they hit a 3, all right, I need a 3 or better.
Holy. Okay, so so Martin just missed that last big axe clutch there.
Sends Aaron to the next round.
So Aaron will be moving on.
Now coming in over here, we've got Jake and Kump.
So I'm familiar with Kump, but where is Jake from?
Jake is also throwing out of Philly.
Oh, cool. Okay, awesome.
Jake also throwing out of Philly.
I love that headband.
Man. Jake rocks a headband.
Yeah, he really does.
Yes, another very kind guy.
Is he in your league?
No, he's in our Sunday league, I believe. Okay. But again, what
super
a competitor.
consistent thrower.
Yes, very consistent thrower.
From what I've seen, just
of course.
And his clutch. So I don't know if anyone saw, but he was up by 2 and he called clutch to just outright win, and he got it. That was awesome.
It's
not a lot of people do that.
It's a tough strategy.
Yeah.
Again, at this point, everybody can hit their clutches, so why give someone the chance
to
tie you?
Right? Yeah. No, it makes perfect sense, but it's such a. I love it. I love seeing that. It's rare. So it's going. Just waiting for it to load for them.
Come give
Mike just got a drink in there. Your beer here is good too, actually. What's that red? Your guys' red cans.
Oh boy, I wish I could answer this question.
Yeah,
you're speaking to the one sober person in the building.
I feel like Canadians' beer is it's water for us. We just drink it, so we don't realize how much we drink it. But you guys have this really awesome. Yeah, all your Philly guys have it. That orange can. It's good. It's good. If you're here, hit it up.
Whatever.
And you guys are doing charity as well.
Yes.
So there's all the purchases, 50% goes to charity.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
Charity's a good thing.
Tastes good, and you're helping people.
We're donating some money to Highland Township, the township that we're currently, that Urban Access Baltimore is in.
Because the merchandise, right, goes towards that?
Yeah, we're putting a little bit of money back into the area. Try to help out the community.
Yeah, it's an awesome.
Across the way, Kuya and Martin.
So they're tied, right? Man, I wish I could see their scores too.
Of course.
Because I look away for a second and I'm like, oh no. What's going on?
So Kuya lost at some point?
No, he advanced.
His way through the B bracket. That's
yes.
Right.
Yeah. All right. I think
Kump and
Jake and Kumper, they're getting it on here. This is exciting. Ooh. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Just
risky throw.
Yeah.
Jake throwing an axe with a hammerhead on the back. I think it's called a roofing axe. What that does is gives it a little bit more oomph to go in the board.
Yeah, it really pulls it down too. So it's not a type of axe that you want to just take for your first time in a tournament. I feel like this is something you have to throw it for a while, especially if you're used to the stuff that we have. But they're getting more and more popular.
Yeah, what's interesting, when I was in the Toronto for the NATC, I noticed most Canadians throwing with Shot Pro axes.
Yes, yeah.
Now, looking at everybody, there's a big difference. An example being Martin also throwing with a Roofer's Axe, Kuya throwing with a Shot Pro 2 1/4 perhaps.
That also might be our NATF, because NATF now is supplying our own.
Sure.
So it might be that one as well, because that's what I throw with at home now. But I was raised on Shot Pro.
Yeah.
But now I use the same, because when people come to learn, and if I'm using the same axe as them, I don't know why, but for some reason it's better, and I get less questions than if my axe is a different thing from them.
The amount of people will be like, "Can I use your axe?"
No.
I paid good money for this.
It actually happens a lot. People will be like, "Oh, I'm dropping because of this. Give me yours." I'm like, "Okay, here."
That's fine.
Both got their clutches there. That's good. So big axe. Oh, is it 2 big axes?
Yep, big axe on both sides. Come Jake hit theirs, hit their clutches, so they're around 2 a big axe.
Okay, so is he just going for paint?
I believe he was just going for paint on that.
That seemed high for Mike.
Unless that was their clutch.
Okay, because I was like, that seemed high for.
I see what's going on.
Okay.
Yep. All right, now we're in points.
All right, points. Nice.
Martin hits a bull.
It's a good start. That feels good too, because even though it's just paint, like you're kind of practicing what you want to. What do you want to hit?
Even though all they have to do is break the one, don't necessarily want to not focused on your throw as if you were going for a
I feel that way too. Yeah,
you don't want to get lazy.
Yeah, in my head, I don't say like, oh, it's just paint. It's like, no, just it's like it's still just practice for the bullseye anyways. That's what you want to hit next time.
The little break in pressure.
Is that a double big X clutch?
Yeah,
it says double big X clutch on both sides. Or is it being
Jake
challenged?
Unsure now.
That was picturesque.
Yeah. Coach Allison going in. Coach Allison been killing it all day here.
All right. So that's one round, right, on this side?
I believe so. I believe in just a little bit we're going to get Ben Bass back up here. Whenever you're ready, Ben, you can take. Yeah, I don't care. Ben, one of my best friends out of Philly. A beautiful,
he's so fun.
Beautiful personality.
Yeah.
A poet, a rapper, all around creative guy. Ben's a wonderful human being. So those of you watching home, let me get an I love Ben in the comments. Let Ben know how much you love him. A genuinely good dude.
Yeah. Cool. Well, this was fun. This is so fun. I don't know. What am I doing?
I think Ben's taking my. Are you taking my spot, Ben?
Am I staying?
Are you taking my spot? Okay, got it. We're gonna do a complete switch out.
Okay.
Awesome.
We're switching out. How do we want to do this?
Yeah. Whatever. Once we get the say. Strange. Right to my
super schedule.
Right to my left is my my boss, Sean. Hi, Sean. Very, very stressful to be on camera, have him listening to every word you say, because God forbid I get fired on live Facebook Live. Isn't that right, buddy? Yeah. I know I'm rambling. I know. So Jake takes that round. The other side, Martin Kuya back to standard throws. Jake taking a little practice. Something I learned throughout the day. Very difficult to switch to and from big axe to your regular axe.
It takes a while. Especially, too, like I know some people that even if they throw two-handed with the little guy, they might switch to one. Yeah. So there's even that, too. Like some people, because for me, like I can throw one-hand big axe, but you can switch vice versa. So it's good just to be like, remember that it's not the big one, this one.
Yes. Both get their clutches across the way. Fourth X over here, they're tied.
I can't believe that Jake's clutch wasn't good. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was
they
wild.
Brought the ladder out and everything. That's rattling when you think you have it. It's just a Monday. Okay,
Jake
good there. Double clutch. I want to clap, but I don't want it to like.
When Kump hit his clutch, Jake a little head nod. Not feeling the big X perhaps, not excited. Kump hit his clutch.
He's going first this time. That's good.
Of course, wanting to conserve energy at this point. We've been throwing all day.
Yeah. It's also an endurance thing too. People don't realize, like, you're throwing for hours and hours and hours. That's when kind of this sports thing really kicks in, because the player that can last longer, they can beat you just on that. Ooh. Not good? We should put more Destiny's Child on.
I was playing Kuya when the song came on, and he was so focused. And Say My Name came on, and he broke completely from his focus just to sing along, and then beat me.
Classic.
There it is.
There it is.
His clutch.
Awesome.
Martin's turn now. Jake missed his clutch on this side. Kump now taking his turn.
Okay. Ooh, no.
Drops
a drop.
Completely.
A drop.
Martin hits his clutch as well. Kuya and Martin going nuts over there.
That's so much drama in the 1 second. That's crazy.
Jake a little off.
Ooh.
Kuya
Okay.
A
little low. I love the energy though. They're still let's go, let's go.
It's quiet when it needs to be quiet. It's loud when it needs to be loud in this building. Everybody's got the vibe down.
Yeah.
Round 3 of Big X for Jake and Kump. Jake
There it is. There, he'll be really happy with that. That's better.
To match.
Ooh.
Threw you a little high.
Yes, beautiful.
He stays alive.
Those were like perfect clutches too, just split down the center. Wow.
Jake, another clean throw. Very excited.
There we go.
Jake's feeling
Everyone's got their groove now. Another clutch.
Everybody's in. Again, a testament to the level of play here.
And they always check too, even like when it's like an obvious clutch. They still look back, being like, making sure everyone's seen this.
Yeah. I think we're getting kicked out, Jay.
All right.
Come on up.
All right, cool. Thank you. Thank you for having me. That was so fun.
This was
that
a
was
blast.
really fun.
I guess we'll be silent for just a second while we switch out.
Yeah.
Watch us awkwardly get off of this thing.
Try not to fail.
Okay, so what's going on? We have Kump and Jake. This is round 4, throw 1.
Jake's up 2-1.
Also, sorry, let's have a better transition. My name is Benjamin Bass, coming at you once again at the Urban Open. And who are you, my friend?
My name is Vin Crescenzo.
You can probably actually hold this a little closer to you.
All right,
we want to hear you.
My name is Vin Crescenzo. I am from Urban Philly, Wednesday Black.
How long have you been throwing? What made you interested in the sport of axe throwing?
It's been about a year and some change. I got into it. I saw an ad on Facebook for indoor BYOB axe throwing.
Yeah.
And I had to try it. I did it a few times, and I was like, oh, man, I should probably join the league. And I joined, and it was a game changer.
Yeah.
Literally.
Fell in love.
Yeah, I fell in love instantly.
All right, so we're at throw 5, Kump by 2. To be honest, as a Philly spectator and as someone who's been with Urban Axes Philly, it sucks that the American throwers keep having to eliminate each other.
I know, yeah. It's brutal. It's cutthroat.
Oh, I want us to win so bad.
I do too. Canada gave a great showing last night, so I would love to match that.
Round 5 right here in the Jake versus Kump.
Double bulls.
The JK match, if you will, although nothing's funny about this match.
LOL.
But it's 2-2. And this is, as we now know, best 4 of 7 at this point in the game.
Jake's good. That's a little low. Those Plum Nationals, man, they have a huge face.
Yeah, I struggled with the Plum. I've tried it a couple of times, and very quickly it was like, this is not the throw for me.
I've thrown them a few times. They're a beast. They're either your friend or your enemy.
Yeah.
I looked at the blade of his, and he shaved it down so far.
Yeah.
So that thing just sinks.
Yeah, everyone sharpens their axes in kind of a different way as well. We normally use a belt sander because it does a pretty quick and efficient and solid job. But as long as you feel comfortable and safe with it, you can get a very, very fine edge.
Hand files, too, they're a fantastic tool.
Yeah, if you need a little quick touch-up, that's definitely your best friend there.
If you go a little high on a clutch, hit a screw.
Allison says it's a 3, which means we're at throw 3, and Jake is ahead by 2 points.
10-8.
10-8.
Game 5.
Jake, veteran thrower. Kump, as we mentioned earlier, brand new.
Brand new. Third going into his 3rd season, I believe.
Yeah. Now, he's also competing at both Urban Access Philadelphia as well as Choppers.
Yes.
He's swimming with sharks and is definitely keeping his own.
Yeah, he is definitely holding his own. I remember the first season, he came in swinging. I was shocked.
Yeah, it was like, who the hell is this guy?
Like, who the hell is this guy?
Is
He's
he
coming out of
lying?
nowhere.
Did he throw, I don't know, in Iowa? Just never tell us?
He's great. He's a natural.
He just figured it out.
He's hanging.
Jake gets it out of reach.
Well, yeah, that's good throw.
Okay, so round 6 of potentially 7. Jake only needs to win one more. Kump will need to win the next 2, this and the next, in order to walk away from this as the victor.
It's a very close match. 2 very good throwers.
I don't believe these 2 people have ever faced off, unless they threw in Choppers, and I'm aware.
I don't think so.
Oh my gosh!
Man.
Jake drops an axe.
That's rough.
There's a slight, subtle
rough.
shift of the fists to show physical frustration, but other than that, he's back in the groove. He's not letting it affect him.
He's good.
5.
Yeah. 2 very good throwers we got going on here.
I was wrong. Jake takes a step back, punches a hole right through the bullseye onto the other side of the wall in an incredible show of dexterity and strength. His knuckles are bleeding. Just kidding. None of that has happened. Kump now lifts Jake in the air and harpoons him out of the arena.
To establish dominance.
To establish dominance.
Awesome. She's killing it today.
Yeah,
she's killing it.
She hustles so hard. She's been brought up multiple times during the commentary for the next 2 days, last 2 days, and it's always just high marks for her.
Yeah, she's good.
That call was a 5.
Wow. All right.
Was a 5. So throw 4.
Tied.
No, because of the first drop. So it's 20-15.
Oh, true.
Throw 5, Kump by 5, which means assuming all he needs is a 3 to put it out. So it's going to come down to the 7th round.
Good job, Kump.
Out of reach. This is it. This
Game
is
7.
It. Now it's funny because Kump, as you've thrown, he's a pretty quiet guy.
He's very quiet.
This is the most alive I've ever seen him.
I have no words for that man. He's a great thrower. He's a great guy.
Kuya holding his own on the left match over here.
He's been killing it.
Who is it? Kuya Martin Van O.
Yeah.
What a name.
Hell of a name.
What a name of like an axe throwing villain.
Yeah. I saw his name on the list. I was like, that guy sounds legit. Just by
he's
his
like
name.
an axe throwing evil aristocrat, you know? Although, as usual, he's a nice person.
Oh.
Such a big axe.
You don't see it, but that was a good clutch. Big axe.
Back to the game that you can.
Yes.
They just tied. It's 20 all on throw 5. It comes down
Game
to this
7.
throw.
First 6 games were all practice. This is the only throw that counts. They all count, but in their own way. Kump nails it.
Probably gets that clutch.
That's probably it. Jake.
Oh, wide. Oh, my God.
Oh, man. Kump's in.
Kump moves on. The
moves
only
on.
defeat that Kump has sustained today was against Stefan. This is the first time he's ever seen anything even close to the NATC, although this is as close as you can get. It's basically the same thing, just not that.
Yeah.
And he's moving on.
NATC Junior.
He's moving on. Kuya just got eliminated by heel Martin Van O's. Heel, obviously, a wrestling term as a villain. Once again, I hold nothing against this person. Seems like a great guy. It's just a great name.
Great job, Jake. Doing Philly proud.
Wow. Yeah, I'm very proud of Philly. We have a cash prize now. Tied for 5th and 6th place. I believe it's $150 each. $150 check goes to both players.
Big paper checks, my favorite.
I know, man. I just want one day.
I want to get to that point in this whole thing where I get a giant paper check with my name on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's all I want. I'll frame it.
Shout out to Caitlin McCann and or Scaitlin, who did the penmanship on those checks. You'll notice it is legible and lovely. I should not be trusted with that responsibility, and was not.
The check is signed perfectly.
Yeah.
All right.
Krista Payton says the checks are only going to get bigger, which is both I guess literal in terms of monetary, but I hope
also
physically as well.
Also physically.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the championship of the B bracket. Is that correct?
Yes.
This is Martin Van O's versus Kump. I'll be honest, not the easiest name. It doesn't really roll off the tongue, but damn, can the boy throw an axe.
He definitely can throw. It's
Martin Van O's and Kump.
Yeah, fantastic matchup we got coming here. Got a good turnout. Still a lot of people hanging around. Definitely I wouldn't want to bail out of this before the big showdown.
Yeah, and you can hear that there's a little bit of a transition between matches, and instantly the audience, which was a moment ago a little tense watching, everyone is talking, everyone's excited, everything is just getting pumped back into the atmosphere.
Mingling, making friends, old and new.
It's cool because there's a lot of people who you know of their existence, but you certainly can't place a name to a face, or at least a personality to a face.
There's been easily 10 people here that I have been friends on Facebook with since after NATC.
Yeah.
And we've liked each other's posts, like comment on everything.
Yeah.
And
now you're going steady.
Meeting them for the first time and just saying hi to each other like you've been best friends for months.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Cool, man.
This axe throwing community is fantastic, and I can't wait to see how big this gets.
Here's another little known fact about the sport of axe throwing.
It's
it's just Nerf guns. No one is actually throwing a physical
sharp
axe.
object.
Yeah.
Comp,
you're practically doing a split over
here. You're doing great.
Once again, though, the most like silly, the most alive, the most present I've ever seen him.
If you could see what he's doing
and he's killing it right now.
Oh, he's doing so well.
He's really he's in his element in a way that the pressure if one of the things that I have relied on in my own past is thinking of nerves as adrenaline instead of nervousness, and being able to run with that energy. And he definitely is.
That's one thing I need to work on in my throwing, is turning the nerves into just adrenaline. Just keep it going, cancel everything out. There's no one behind me. It's just me and the board, me and the axe.
Absolutely.
So
it's you and a tree that used to be a living organism and now is dead, and then you're throwing sharp objects at this dead inanimate object.
Humiliated with putting lines on it and throwing a sharp object at it that you bought at a yard sale for $10.
So cruel. Such a cruel world.
Yeah. All right. So we got Stefan RNG on the right.
Now, what is this match for?
This is, I believe, A bracket. They're still in A, if I'm not mistaken.
So basically the A bracket semifinal?
A bracket semis, and then on the left, which you guys cannot see, is
B bracket
finals.
Well, no, I guess not, because whoever gets eliminated here hasn't been eliminated yet.
Right. So they would go. I'm not sure yet.
So what we think is happening.
Can we look on that?
Yeah, I suppose we could.
Can we look on that?
What I believe is going to happen is Stefan and Aaron are going to face each other. Neither have had any losses, one of which will inevitably lose.
Right.
And then we'll take on the winner of this basically final B bracket match.
All right.
And then they will face, and whoever moves on will be the finalists. Because it's a double elimination tournament, it is inevitable that the winner of the A bracket, who has suffered 0 defeats, will take on the winner of the B bracket, who has suffered 1 single loss.
Right. Working on this.
Yeah, it's a little slow.
A little bit. It's okay, though.
A lovely thing today that most of you wouldn't know is that before today started, we had the national anthem sung by one American who sang the American national anthem and killed it.
She did a fantastic job.
Incredible job. And then the Canadians, not to be outdone, didn't potentially have one single voice that was as melodious or beautiful. And they just went ham. They all sang together, which was just cool. It was a cool thing.
All right, so Martin Van O's and Kump.
Yep.
Wait, no, they haven't done that yet. They are B bracket.
Yep.
Stefan RNG, they are A bracket. So we are in the A bracket for Stefan RNG.
Yep.
That match is what you will see.
So I believe the loser of this Kump and Martin Van O's match is going to get a check for 4th place for $500.
Yes. which is a nice paycheck.
Let's think about it like that. We see 4 people here.
Yes.
One of this is going to be 4th, one of them is going to be 3rd, one of them is going to be 2nd, one of them is going to be 1st.
Yep.
It's as simple as that. Process of looking directly in front of you as
And
opposed to
literally
trying
process
to
elimination.
Yeah. Tight.
We got this. Figuring it out.
For those of you who are just tuning in now,
Welcome.
little late to the game, but not going to hold that against you.
Okay.
My name is Benjamin Bass. I'm the league master at Urban Access Philadelphia. Joining me is Vin Crescenzo, not Crescenzo, but
okay.
Crescenzo.
It's okay.
This is at the Urban Open Day 2 at the grand opening weekend of Urban Access Baltimore.
Beautiful facility.
Yeah, it really is. It's gorgeous.
So nice. Nice old warehouse, middle of Baltimore.
1 North Haven Street. They just opened.
For those that like directions and addresses.
Normally, I feel like it'd be weird to just give out public personal information like that.
But it's okay.
But I am trying to promote a business.
This is a public place.
Cool.
So we're working on getting some things televised for you guys.
Okay, so this is cool. One of the things that we've mentioned is basically the sportsmanship or showmanship, or respect of the game that Stefan has. Ordinarily, these would be 2 simultaneous matches happening at the same time. We would really only be focusing on and broadcasting one of them. Stefan is requesting, I'm not sure if it'll be granted, he's requesting that we delay it. We delay their match and televise and broadcast the Martin Van O's and Kump so the world can see, which I think is really cool.
Incredible.
And then their match will happen. It looks like that very generous offer
has been
was
declined.
slammed down.
Well, we will keep you guys updated the
But
best
hey, man,
we can.
now the world knows that you at least put that offer out, and they're going to appreciate it.
Stefan's such a class act. He's a great guy. I've talked to him a handful of times throughout the weekend, and he's got a lot of respect for everybody. Got a lot of respect for the game. He's been doing it a while. He knows his stuff.
There's one thing I can say for Stefan. He knows his stuff. I don't think an understatement. Vague, but not an understatement.
I would use other words, but I don't know if I can do that on the internet.
Okay, well, this is real life.
Ben, all right, Ben. So Stefan knows his shit.
Yeah,
he knows his shit. He's a great.
It's not the first curse word that we've heard today.
So yeah.
So we're televising the Stefan or broadcasting the Stefan and Aaron G match.
Tied
10-10 on the 3rd.
Aaron G, as you may or may not know, came in 2nd in this year's NATC. He's a fantastic thrower. Definitely gave Strong Riley a run for his money.
Also a super nice guy. I've never seen him not wear a hat.
I've never seen him not wear a hat. Yeah, I don't know what the top of his head looks like, to be honest.
I don't think he has the top of
I don't think he does.
It's glued on.
That's okay.
A horrific freak accident as a child.
Going out. Gonna order some lunch, as us Philly folk like to call it.
Yep.
Some hot lunch.
Just so you know, Vin, so we're on the same page. After this match concludes, we're going to tap out, and then Lily Cope, the original GM of Urban Access Philly, but also just the original Urban Access, is going to tag team in for broadcasting the finals.
That's perfectly fine with me. I wouldn't want no one else. Rumor has it she's wearing a blazer.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I think she has.
It's going to be great. What's up, Jen?
Stefan and Aaron playing a game of shadow puppets. Oh, it's rock, paper, scissors.
First on Big Axe. Stefan goes first.
I mean, one of the most incredible things that we saw in the NATC was the bullseyes are guaranteed, and it really just comes down to how well you can throw the Big Axe, which was unexpected. For me, as the first time going to the NATC, it was unexpected that the first 5 throws are pretty much a guarantee, and it's how well you can throw the Big Axe.
Absolutely. 2 goods, going to points.
Traditionally, in a match like this, you would need 3 goods in order to move on to the points because of the ginormity of today's event.
save a little bit of time.
Save a little bit of time. We expedite it. There's one good throw, assuming that you both throw good and no one drops and the other person succeeds. We do one good, and then we move on to points.
Oh, Stefan smoking a big clutch. Irons up.
Stefan keeps his cool when he's throwing, but once he gets his victory, he blows up.
He's a very animated thrower.
Here's something that I was asking some of the people before is everyone's mental game, their mental fortitude is different. When you're in a high pressure situation, what goes on in your head?
I try and keep cool the best I can. I have a lot of worry sometimes when it comes to this game. Just trying to just stay focused and trying to like just blank out all the people that are around me, everyone watching.
Right.
Just me and the board, me and the axe. It's definitely, this game is half skill, half mental.
Oh yeah,
and
100%.
Yeah, if you can tackle the mental part about it, you're going to be great.
I guess the most similar sport I would make a reference to would most likely be golf.
Yeah.
In terms of the fact that there's very little that your opponent can do to actually affect your gameplay.
Yep.
The skill is there, but the mental fortitude also needs to be there.
Sure.
But I have to say, holy smokes, do I like this game.
I love this game.
A hell of a lot more than
this
than
game
golf.
is a lot less boring than golf.
Golf friends, sorry.
Yeah.
Hashtag sucks to suck.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Sorry.
Your sport's
Sorry.
really
we
boring.
want your support, so.
I know a lot of people here also golf in their spare time.
I'm sure they do. It's still hitting something away from you.
I love me some mini golf though. That's the only kind of golf I partake in.
It's funny because Vin Crescenzo is like barely 2 feet.
Yeah,
so he excels at mini golf, which he calls golf.
It's just regular golf for me. Yeah. I have these. I got these leg extensions, make me 6'4". I'm actually 2'4".
2'4", 6 foot leg extensions. Also, I just want to apologize immediately to anyone in the Little People community who we might have offended with that joke. This apology is sincere and genuine.
Pure fun.
All in good fun. Yeah. If you're offended, I understand. I apologize once again.
It's okay. Allison doing a great job measuring.
So many shout outs for Allison.
Yeah.
We all got like 4 hours of sleep running this thing.
Yeah.
She told me personally she got a terrible sleep. So probably running on like a not easy 2.5.
Running on
and is in the most, as the runner of these high stakes matches, has had to make the most difficult calls. Has been offered a break and refuses. She's a trooper. Freaking workhorse.
She's a trooper. She runs Wednesday Black for me.
Which is debatably the most competitive and skilled league of Urban Access Philadelphia, rivaled with Tuesday Red, I would say.
It's the league I started in, and I didn't know what
Same with Comp.
I didn't. Yeah, it was just, I didn't know what I was getting myself into when I joined that league, and it honestly has helped me progress in this sport so much. Same with Comp. He's started off in this league, and he's been killing it ever since.
A lot of people are waving to us.
What's up, Dave?
Although you will only see us waving to people who you can't see.
Yeah, so I could be waving to somebody right now, but you wouldn't know if they were actually there or not.
Yeah. This just in. This is just a huge existential crisis.
Camera guy, though. Shout out to the camera guy. You're killing it. You're doing a great job. This camera guy, he's on this lift above the targets on the ones you cannot see.
Taking pictures downward of the competitions as they happen behind the fence on a ladder.
I cannot wait to see the pictures he takes.
Throw 5, Stefan and Aaron G going for clutches. Stefan gets his. It looks so easy.
Makes it look easy.
Aaron a little low.
A little low.
So what does that make it? 2-1 Stefan.
Yep. Game 4.
1 second.
Oh my.
There's a bit of a wardrobe change.
This is big.
I'm taking off this baller jacket that I was wearing previously.
This is big.
And being given probably a slightly too large giant leprechaun green jacket. Clutch green, you could say, with a badge of the United States and a giant axe representing
right around the Baltimore area.
Yeah, right around the Baltimore area. All right, well, I'm going to put this sucker on.
Go for it.
My guess is I was looking better wearing what I was originally wearing, but I'll definitely sport this thing. In true.
Well, this is happening. We're tied fourth axe.
This is the tag. This is the tag.
This is the tag.
I don't know if I should rip it off or not.
I don't know. A little big on you there, Ben.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Don't have broad shoulders. Insider secret of the jacket I was wearing before, there were shoulder pads in it. So if I look like a broad guy, it's all a facade.
I don't know what size 40 is in suit, but a little larger.
I am not it.
You are not it.
I am not it.
All right. Go clutches. Stefan nails it.
27-27.
Aaron nails it.
One of the things that we were talking about earlier is how the various clubs call the 27 a different thing. Yep. We call it the supernatural. Someone else called it super.
I've heard super perfect. I've heard supernatural.
And then in Peterborough Axe Club, they call it the unicorn.
Yeah, I've heard it called unicorn.
What's funny is everyone just calls an 81 an 81.
Yeah,
it speaks for itself.
Speaks for itself.
I'm going to find out if I can take these tags off. I'm pretty sure that the jacket that I'm wearing right now is supposed to go to the first place winner.
It is.
As well as the check for $2,500. But I'm going to get it nice and sweaty.
Nice and warm. We were playing for this clutch jacket today.
It's been bestowed upon me.
Max Machado. Great guy. Love that man.
Yeah, one of two representatives of Rage Montreal.
Yep. Came all the way down. Spent the night in Philly with me. Gave him a little tour of the city.
Cool.
Yeah.
Neato.
Great people. I've yet to meet a Canadian I did not like.
Yeah,
They're very nice people.
People still sell samesies in 2018, right?
They do now.
They do. I mean, yeah.
They do now. Going big axe still. Going clutches. Gonna take his time. Oh, a little bit low.
Okay, so Stefan takes it. He has 1, 2. So either way, this only continues the competition. This is not a game-winning shot.
Oh, that's in.
He got it. I can't see it.
That is in.
Okay, so it's
bottom tip and play. That's all you need.
And it's funny because you can see him starting to get a little bit hyped up, but he breathes in and he
brings it back down.
He holds it down because it's not that final victory. Nope. If he gets it,
he's going to blow up. He's going to blow up.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Both of these guys all 4 of these throwers are fantastic. It's a mental game at this point.
I think I could have put this green jacket over the jacket I was wearing.
You definitely could have.
It probably would fit a little bit better.
I wish I knew what size that was because I would love.
This would probably fit you.
We should probably try that.
I don't know how many people this should go on. I'm a little bit protective of it, to be honest. It's on my body, and you're not getting it back.
All right.
But I don't think it looks flat.
That's a very green jacket. I know a lot of people that.
I'm getting a lot of points right now, not physical points. I lost this competition hours ago.
A lot of points with the finger.
Yeah.
Jenkadu taking pictures.
Okay.
Tiny dancer.
Throw 3, Stefan and Aaron G. 15 all.
Jenkadu. I know. I got you. We're in game 5.
Yeah, game 5. Stefan gets his bull. G bull.
Sealed proof from Lily.
Throw 5.
Axe-Master General. Are you that? Are you the Axe-Master General?
No, I'm the League Master of Urban Axes Philadelphia.
That's right.
Lily, the GM.
Oh, Aaron, a little low.
This is all Stefan needs.
Just needs to sink it. He does.
Yeah,
there we go.
There's that
That's exactly
behavior.
What we talked about.
That's what we were looking for.
Great match, boys. Great match.
He looks ready to punch something, but he does not. He restrains him. Oh, this just in. I failed to come up with some incredible graphic.
Oh. The match that you cannot see right now is
this just
big
in.
axe.
Stefan is so excited to punch something but cannot. His literal fist explodes with literal energy.
Luckily, it was his left fist and not his right fist.
Right, he's a one-arm
If it was
thrower,
his right fist, he would be out.
Okay, so this match is over.
Yes.
Stefan is in the finals no matter what happens. Over to the left, which you can't see, Aaron and Pump are battling it out. We're not exactly sure what match or round this is, but clearly they're going for Big Axe
Stefan.
A lot of waves. This round, we received a lot of love from the audience.
I think it's me.
You know what? You would. I've been here the whole time, and I've not
it's
received
me.
this. You've been here briefly.
I've been telling Chris Gadoo. Chris Gadoo. Chris wants to play.
Vin's hopping out, and then Lily's hopping in for the finals, and then it's done.
Sorry.
Sorry, my friend. Thank you, man.
Thanks, Will. Oh, Kump.
Kump gets a big axe clutch.
Hell yeah.
He's a goofy guy.
Oh, he's so goofy. He's tall, he's lanky. Love him.
Okay, so
You cannot see it. We were going big axe clutch. I'm not sure
Martin
which
Van
game.
O's.
Oh.
Maybe. I mean, maybe though. It depends on the length of his blade.
He says it's good. It's close.
Kump says good.
Kump says it's good.
Dude, Kump is loving the crowd.
He loves it. He feeds off energy.
He's loving it.
Feeds off energy.
This is the happiest I've seen him, which also just speaks to his caliber because this is as high stakes in a position that he's ever been in.
This is his first big tournament ever since he started throwing. Like he's done the little tournaments here and there.
So many people would be like, holy smokes, I can't even believe that this is my reality.
Yep.
And that he is just riding that wave of joy.
He's on cruise control right now. And he's doing a fantastic job. Oh, Martin, a little right, a little bit right.
Martin Van O's, I'm pretty sure, is using his brother's big axe because the axe that he was using yesterday we found out was slightly underweight.
Yes.
Certainly no fault of his own when he purchased it. It was advertised as
overweight.
being at least.
It was advertised as weight, but
which
turns
is
out
minimum of 1.25 pounds, and it's a little bit under. So
Oh!
he switched to his brothers and is just nailing it.
Yeah.
Kump gets this. Martin needs the shot. Is this the final throw of the game? We're not sure.
Yeah, we don't have a screen or anything like that today. Oh, that's also in. I believe Martin is using Collins, 2 1/4 pound.
And Kump is using the Agdor, which we've seen
the
skyrocket in popularity.
Holtzbrook Agdor. I want to say 80% of the Philly crew has picked one of those up.
For sure.
We definitely bought the guy a boat who sold these things.
Yeah, because they're not cheap, right?
They're not
We've
cheap.
been buying them in bulk because they're expensive.
We did an order of 30 a couple months ago, and it took about a month to get here from Canada, and they right around $75 a piece. So they're not cheap, but man, they throw really well.
I love them.
They show no mercy to newboards. They show no mercy to knots.
Yeah. They flow out of the hand.
You don't even out of the box. You don't have to sharpen that thing.
Yeah.
It is a fantastic piece of equipment.
One thing.
Oh,
Martin Van O gets his clutch. Is that it for Kump? There's a hug, so that's most likely what that represents. Man, I would have loved a Philly representative to move on to
the final.
To the final. Although, as we now know, it's going to be Martin Van O's. So Kump just won a check for $500. He's about to be presented with that right now. The semifinals of the entire day are going to be Martin Van O's and Aaron. And then whoever wins that match will take on Big Dog Stefan for the final match of the entire year. Man, and like I was just saying, Martin Van O's is not throwing the big axe that he's been throwing for who knows how long. It's his brother's axe.
Who knows? But any good axe thrower.
$500. Good for you, my friend.
Congratulations, Mike.
You can buy so many gumballs.
All the gumballs.
With $500. You can buy a bunch of axes.
Yep, you could. You could buy whatever you want.
You could buy enough wood to build your own axe and put it in your home.
Who knows?
Buy a bunch of cats. What will he do with the money?
I'll ask him in 2 weeks. First night of the league, I'll ask him.
Yeah, hell yeah. Okay, well, now seems probably like a pretty good time to switch things over. So, Vin, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, guys. I enjoyed this. I cannot wait for the next one.
Aaron G. and Martin Van O's coming up.
This has been a pleasure. So I'm gonna hop out.
Yeah, Vin, get out.
I'm gonna grab Lily. She'll be in.
Are you going to shuffle out this way?
Yes, I'm going to shuffle out that way.
Okay, cool.
Check it out, guys.
I'll take these. Thank you so much, my friend. Pleasure doing business with you. Lily's by the front desk. All right, folks, it's you and me, and it's personal. Here's what's going on. Aaron G. and Martin Van O's. We're on throw 3. It's 8-all. Everyone has as many points as there are nights in the Hanukkah holiday. Not anymore. We live in the present, not the past. It is now 13-13 on throw 4. The crowd is losing it. This is a very calm match and yet a high-stakes match. Holy smokes, what's going to happen next? Stay tuned and find out. Fives all day, 18-18, throw 5, here we go. Going upstairs, meaning both opponents are going for the clutch. Clutch like a manual transmission car, if you have not understood the word that we've said a bunch of times over the past 48 hours. Martin Van Oos gets it, Aaron G gets it. With the clutch, you only need the teasiest bit of your axe blade to break into that green paint. You get the full 7. However, man, does it feel good when it is just embedded 100%, cutting it down the center. It's a good feeling. So 25-25 tied. There are 2 threes in there, 3 for each person. We move on to the big axe, which, as we've mentioned, is what the game is about once you reach a certain caliber of experience. How do you feel about that, Ben? Well, I think it's a really valid point. I think it's a really valid point that you bring up, Ben. And it's a pleasure to be here. Really excited that you're having me on this show. Thank you so much. I've been a big fan of your work. I know that you're the league master in Philadelphia. Back to the match. Martin Van Oos hits a bullseye, irrelevant to a certain extent other than a pass. Aaron G takes his swing. Thanks for tuning in to that existential crisis for just a moment. It's a pass. All right, we move to points. Do they go clutch or do they go for points? Aaron suggests clutch. It's reciprocated. Don't need to, but it ups the stakes in kind of an exciting, cool way. Takes the shot, pretty low, pretty low. Aaron G lines up. Oh, now that I'm alone, I'm going to stand a little closer to here so I can see the full. Can I hear myself? I'm back on. Okay, cool. Lost me for a second, but that's okay. As I always say, we live in the present, not the past. Can't live in the future either. The present is all we know and will ever know. So if you're worried about something that you struggled with earlier on, or if you're worried about the future, know that that worry is not serving you. You can only live in the present for your entire life. Okay, still going for clutches. Miss, 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 miss. This is the 3rd attempt. They're still going for clutch. Good on them. You wonder when fatigue starts setting in and at what point they're experiencing it. Because it is not, I mean, they've been throwing for hours. Like I said, I've been here since 8 a.m. Practice hour starts at 9 a.m. So what time is it now? Let me take a quick look at my phone. 4:50, so it's 5 p.m. So it's like 7 hours of axe throwing. That's preposterous. What other sport goes on for that long? Now, yeah, we're not running across football fields, but metaphorically we are. I'm waiting for Lily to get up here. I'm just spinning my tires for a little bit. 5-5. Aaron G was the one who took round 1. We're on round 2. So many people want to hop on the commentator stand, but I'm looking for the boss. I'm looking for Lily, Dark Mom, Axe Master General, but she's MIA right now. Let me find out. Huh? Lily. She was so close. Okay, so popping back in. This is throw 5. It's 2020. I do not have 2020 vision. Of course, I'm wearing contacts, or I would be ill-suited to comment this game. Martin Van Oos gets his clutch. Aaron a little wide, meaning that it's 1-1. We move on to round 3 out of 7 potential matches in total. It's a fair game. 27, the unicorn. I like saying that. I want to find a good name for the 81, though. Aaron gets a 5. Martin, we're calling a measurement. And it's tough to make these calls, you know what I mean? Because you're not allowed to have a bias, obviously. And frequently it comes down to a literal millimeter difference. And you need to be confident in your own abilities to make those calls.
Yeah, just jumping in here, we've got a new commentator coming in, Uncle Willie, jumping into the commentary box. Yeah, you're right there, Ben. It's tough for league runners.
Yeah.
You know, everyone wants to have an opinion, but only one person's in charge.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Uncle Willie's just coming to the box. I'll just pass on over.
Here you are, my friend. Uncle Willie, how are you?
Oh, pretty good. You?
Bring that microphone a little bit closer to
got it. You got
your
it.
mouth. Okay, so once again, my name is Ben Bass, representing Urban Access Philadelphia, as well as commentating the Urban Open. But who are you, my friend? I'd love for you to introduce yourself.
Uncle Willie, thrown out of Urban Access Philadelphia. I don't know. That's about it. I don't have much to say.
Man, a few words, stepping boldly up to the commentary box.
Man, a few words. I mean, at least about myself, man, a few words.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so this is tied 25-25.
Yep, one game apiece. Going in the third. Well, going in the fourth. After Big X, I guess.
One of the things that we've mentioned earlier today is how everyone deals with the pressure of a high-stakes environment differently. How do you, as someone who made it very, very far today, and as someone who's definitely been acknowledged as a wonderful and strong presence and thrower in the axe throwing community, what goes on in your mind in a high-stakes pressure time?
I mean, I try to stay out of my head a lot. I think it's a very mental game with yourself. The way I look at it, if you're throwing a bullseye, they have to throw a bullseye. Your opponent has to throw a bullseye. Same with Big Axe, but
you're saying not all the pressure is on you, and that makes it easier to deal with what you got to deal with.
Exactly.
That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely all mental for me. That's why I have a quicker pace. I try to avoid thinking about anything.
We mentioned that earlier. Yeah. You're a very fast thrower, and that's cool for you, but then it's tough for your opponent if you're a slower pace to not get thrown off by someone who is throwing significantly faster. Not only that, just dominating. You know what I mean?
Right, but it's also...
That's not your problem, though, as a competitor. Absolutely not.
No, but I think it's... I think a lot of people don't realize that the second person is setting the pace. Just because I'm standing at the red line doesn't mean they have to throw faster.
Absolutely.
So that's where it becomes the mental game of
Absolutely.
Understanding where you are. And I mean, in my game against... actually, in my last game, I started doing that. I started getting ahead of myself. And my game against Ken S., right before Stefan, my second round, I dropped because I was getting so fast. And I had to step back and realize that I was starting to speed up because he was keeping the same pace as me.
Yes.
So once I took a breath and was able to battle back and then win that round.
Yeah.
But that was...
We talked about that moment, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, where you had some slip-ups, but it all happened in one round, and he was like, don't worry, you got all these out of the way. And then he was like, maybe I shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, I mean, it was just it was a matter of me stepping back and realizing that he has the same pace as me.
Yeah.
But I don't have to rush, and it was just breathe and continue through. I mean, that's one of the same things I tell everybody. Anytime in a high-pressure situation, I usually look at them like, just breathe.
Yeah.
Because it's really
secret to life is right there.
Yeah.
Just breathe. The moment that one stops breathing, the less oxygen goes to the brain. Immediately, in a subtle way, panic starts to ensue. If you continue to be present, continue to breathe in and breathe out, to a certain degree, you're going to serve yourself better moving forward.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, other than pressure-wise, when the crowd really gets into it, it's making sure that you're throwing what you want to throw. I mean, I made that mistake in the round that I lost, for my last loss in B bracket. I'm a gutsy thrower. When I'm up 2, I'll throw a clutch.
Yeah.
And I kind of sat back and didn't follow my pace and went for the bull when I know this kid could throw Big Axe.
Yeah.
And I was up 2 games, and he came back 2, and then we went to that 5th, and my Big Axe clutch just wasn't there today.
Yeah.
And he capitalized on it.
Nice.
But he's a hell of a thrower.
Plugging back into this match real quick.
Sure.
We just finished round 4. It looks like it's 3-1. Martin Van O's, and Aaron G was the person who was the final person to be eliminated from the A bracket.
Right.
And
Martin's been battling, though. His Big Axe clutch has been on point.
Yeah.
Especially the last 2 rounds.
And what I was saying earlier is that's not his normal axe. That's his brother's axe.
Right.
We found out yesterday. He didn't know when he purchased it. It was advertised as being league weight.
Cold Steel Trailhawk.
Yeah, I believe the head of the axe is
2 pounds.
1.1. It's not enough. Basically, it's not enough.
Not enough.
And so he's using his brother's axe, and you need to be a solid big axe thrower
to chain. Yeah. Especially on a game day.
Yeah, especially on a game day. Also, why not take this opportunity? You also have a business, right?
I do.
Why don't you take a
have-
second, plug that? No reason not
Sure.
to.
Mechanical Birds. That's my screen printing and design business. I do screen printing for a wide variety of people, one of them being Urban Axis.
Yep, we're a huge fan of your work.
Yeah, thanks. And I also get to make your awesome trophies that you give out every season.
Yep.
So that's a lot of fun. It's so anybody needs screen printing work.
Yeah.
We are
Hit up Mechanical Birds.
Yeah, all day.
Okay, so plugging back in this high stakes environment. Round
good.
5 ended in a tie. We're at Big Axe. Martin started it off, got a good. Aaron G, all he needs is a good. Yes, that's fine. Now, to be honest, I've seen Aaron G, the one every time.
Want to go clutch.
And it isn't, at least in this particular match, it hasn't worked for him. Speaks to, once again, his character as a player.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Aaron's such a terrific guy. And Martin
nails it. Absolutely nails it.
And that's what we were just talking about. Martin has been on fire at Big X Clutch.
Yeah, absolutely. Wearing a shirt today and yesterday with his name on the back of the shirt. You know who he is.
Oh,
I don't know if he got it.
I don't know
if he got it. He says no. A quick and concise judgment. That means that Martin Van O's is moving on to the final match of the day. Aaron G, the NATC runner-up, has been eliminated. No worries. He's about to get a fat check for, I believe, $700, $750. We'll find out in a moment when we see this big check.
Want to put some money on it?
No, I'm broke as hell.
Me too. I mean, I was banking on that.
So I was plugging your business. $700. I should have taken the bet. Damn it. Nice job, Aaron G. Place third. An amazing throwing.
Yeah, and he's a sweetheart. I mean, there's no other way to put it. He's an absolute sweetheart.
Here's a little bit of a bummer that people probably don't know is that while they get these giant checks that say $500, $150, $700, that's all they get. They're not worth anything. These people are not actually receiving the money.
He's got to take them to the big bank.
Tight. Okay, so bummer for the Americans that once again we did not make it into the finals. But to be honest, I'm so proud of us.
Oh, dude, it was an incredible showing
today and yesterday.
Yeah, I mean we didn't at least every semifinal.
We didn't win shit, but we were in the semis every time.
Yeah. It's I'm just so proud of everybody at Urban, everybody that showed up.
Urban Choppers, we have people from North Carolina, we have people from Pittsburgh, but definitely, and this is without bias, the Philly community has represented hard.
Oh, yeah, all around, and it's been terrific.
Cool. All right, so this final match is about to start. Will, I'm going to kick you out of here, so Dark Mom Lily can hop on up, Axe Master General of Urban Axes. Thank you so much for joining us.
It's been a lot of fun, Ben.
We'll see you. Also, just so you know, getting out this way is easier than hopping over.
Yeah, I mean, I could kill myself, too. It doesn't matter.
All right, well, thanks for joining us. Okay, and we start. Stefan 5, Martin Van O 5. Now, this is best 4 out of 7. However, because this is still a double elimination seeded bracket, Stefan only needs to win this once. He needs to win 4 out of 7 one single time because Martin Van O's has already suffered a single defeat. Saying that, because Stefan has suffered 0 defeats, Martin Van O's needs to defeat Stefan 4 out of 7, not once, but 2 times. It seems impossible, and yet we've definitely seen it happen. Not with these 2 particular throwers. I'm not even sure if they've ever been in a finals match together. But we've certainly seen it at multiple axe throwing facilities and competitions before. Joining us now is Axe Master General Lily Cope, a.k.a. Dark Mom. She is the original general manager of the very first Urban Axes location in Philadelphia. Now we're open in Baltimore, Austin, Texas, soon to be Durham, North Carolina, Boston, and shortly after that, Cincinnati. So, Lily Cope, welcome.
Well, thank you, Ben. It's a pleasure to be here this evening.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a crazy day.
Yeah.
It's been a crazy 2 days.
Lily, will you bring the microphone closer to your mouth?
How's that?
Good? Better? Okay, rock on.
Sorry, the headset's a little sweaty.
Yeah, there you
the headset's a little sweaty, I'm not going to lie.
Well, I'm going to be honest. The past 2 people who were commentating next to me were 2 giant dudes.
Well, Okay. Well, all right, so let's review.
Let's review.
Today has been crazy. And watching Aaron, who just threw, I've been scoring Aaron all day over in the other arena.
Yeah.
I mean, the stamina and endurance that this takes is mind-blowing.
At this point, everyone's been throwing, at least the people who are still in it, have been throwing for about 7 hours. Started because the practice hour is at 9, and it's now 4 o'clock, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. 7 hours of throwing. And it's 5. 8 hours of throwing.
It's a long day.
And not only are they throwing a normal 1.5 or roughly that hatchet, but almost guaranteed at this point in the game they're going big axe almost every time, which is heavy. Holy smokes. Saying that, if you're curious about joining the sport of axe throwing, it's a leisure sport. It's not a super muscular sport. It is available and fun for any and everyone who wants to be a part of it. If you haven't joined a league or competed in an axe throwing event, I encourage you to do so. There are places literally all around the country.
It is true. It is true.
Okay, they're going clutch. This will be their third attempt. Martin Van O's too high.
I'm wondering if because it is such a long day, it's now sort of taking its toll in that way, you know?
It's gotta. You know, there's no way that it's not. You want to eat so you have energy, but you don't want to eat too much so you feel sluggish. Stefan also has had the mixed blessing of not throwing for a bit, whereas Martin Van O's has just been match after match after match. There's pros and cons for both. He, on one hand, has momentum, but also, I mean, that fatigue is no joke.
Well, we saw Jake Markowitz, who had basically almost an hour of not throwing earlier, come back and, you know,
high pressure
do an incredible run through the B bracket. Dare we say America's premier Jewish axe thrower?
I would dare to say that. I would say that Jake Markowitz is America's premier Jewish axe thrower.
And I'm glad we got that in.
Lily and I are both Jewish and considered ourselves the American premier Jewish axe throwers, but we're pretty quickly
dethroned.
Not the best.
This was also back when there were 12 American axe throwers, basically.
Yeah, in the country.
Yeah, and you know.
Did you compete today?
I did. I did.
I see you're here with me in the commentary box.
Yes. Shocking. Oh my God, hello. I didn't even see you there. Yes, I did compete today. I'm not going to make excuses. I'm a little rusty and didn't throw as well as I would have liked to, but I threw against two great competitors. I threw against Ken S. from Peterborough.
He's been on our minds a lot today.
Super nice guy, really good.
Super nice.
And then I threw against Scorpion, who
Kara
I
Fritz.
did not realize was Kara Fritz from Bury the Hatchet, who I do know. Yes, who I know. I just did not know that was her nickname, and I lost to her, and then I was out.
Yeah.
But so now I'm just chilling and watching.
Wearing a lovely blazer.
Yes. Have you talked about blazers much since you've been on this scaffolding?
You know what? Because
the
of all the
blazer was
axe throwing
invented.
competition, we haven't been talking about the blazers that much. But please.
I mean, I don't have a history lesson on the blazer, although I'm sure it would be fascinating. Mine has shoulder pads. I don't think... Oh, wait. Yes, yours does too.
Yeah, and my last jacket that I was wearing before I was forced to wear this green jacket also did.
Ben, this isn't about you. It's about blazers, okay? Come on.
Story of my life.
So the winner today not only gets
$2,500,
lots of moolah,
yeah,
but they get a cool green blazer.
Is it the one I'm wearing right now?
I mean,
why would they do that?
What are you sweating through it? What are you worried about?
No.
Don't spill anything on it.
I think they're doing it this way.
You think it's a decoy blazer?
Yeah, a red herring.
That's
blazer.
the name of my next band, by the way, Decoy Blazer.
Decoy Blazer. So just checking back into the match right now. Stefan took the first two. They tied on throw 5. They just got their good for their big axe throws. They're going clutch.
Stefan gets it.
Big important throw for Martin Van O's, which I love the name.
I'm assuming he's of Dutch ancestry.
Miss. Sucks. That's the best word for it.
Or maybe German. Because the
Stefan
V is capitalized.
has 3 of the victories. He only needs 1 more. Once again, just to give you a little bit of perspective, Martin Van O's needs to win this match, then win 3 more rounds to take it, and then beat him again 4 out of 7. And do you wonder, is that what's I have to beat this man so many more times, or just stay in your throat, just stay present, you know how to do this?
Well, I hope it's the latter, because I can imagine if you think about it from the first perspective you gave, it would be so daunting.
Harder.
Yeah.
Definitely more difficult.
But Stefan has, he has obviously won. I mean, he's won the NATC a bunch of times.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Now someone's going to correct me, I know. But he's very used to this pressure and very used to being in this situation.
I mean, this is what he loves. He's been in the game for 7 years, I want to say, and this is where he really shines.
Oh, and Martin gets
in and
clutch.
out of the field because he's also such a helpful guy.
Oh, I think he gets it.
He says it's too close to call. They're bringing in Allison Buber, a.k.a. Babe, a.k.a. Legend from her roller derby days. We have sung nothing but high praises for her over the past 2 days, both talking about skills and talking about this 128-person championship.
I don't think she has taken a single break today, even though she's been offered one.
Yeah.
By everyone in the building.
She likes the high-pressure environment.
I mean, she loves it. First American woman to throw an 81.
Yeah, we'll definitely plug that again. Allison Buber, a.k.a. Babe, a.k.a. Legend, is the first woman in America to hit an 81. And boy, does she deserve it. She says it's good. She says the clutch is good, which is fantastic news for Martin Van Oos. Stefan hits it like it's no big deal. He's like, cool, great, boom. Doesn't even skim the clutch, nails it. Okay. They throw
Big
again.
axe time. Big axe again. So Martin really, he needs this. He needs this to stay in it.
Gets the good. Good. His throws, Stefan's I'm referring to.
They're going clutch. They're
both
again.
casual yet gaining confidence. He feels the momentum that he's riding on, and he's trusting it.
Oh.
Too high. Who can say what'll happen? Taking a little inspiration sip, Stefan. If he hits this, he's going to erupt.
Oh, I think he just misses.
You would know by the crowd reaction. They go again. Get it, Martin Van Oos.
You really love his full name, huh?
I do.
Oh.
He's like an axe-throwing villain aristocrat. You know what I mean?
Because of the van?
Yeah, I guess so. That's all it takes for me. But he's not right now. He's the underdog hero. You know.
I mean, all the Philadelphians in the house, the Rocky fans will be rooting for him.
Yeah. Okay, get it, Martin. Lines up a shot. Breathe in, breathe out. Nice. Nails it right down the center.
All right.
And Stefan just doesn't have to worry about, says good luck, taps axes. If he hits this or not, it doesn't affect him that much. He's still going to put his best foot forward, but...
Gets it. Squarely gets it.
Oh my gosh, they tap axes and miss. All is well, all is safe. Gets it. Martin Van Oos building momentum. The crowd is with him. He's feeling good. Something you probably wouldn't know or may not be able to tell is his big axe, which belongs to his brothers, is covered in depictions of pickles, which I think is funny.
Stefan misses.
Martin Van Oos takes his first win.
Martin is still in the game.
We're here for it. We're here for you. Get your life. Yes. Okay, here we go.
Round 5.
So once again, as if I haven't made this clear before, Martin needs to win round 5, 6, and 7, and then beat Stefan 4 out of 7 again if he's going to take the title and those $2,500 and this sweet green clutch blazer.
I mean, the buttons on the cuff alone.
Still covered in tags. I want to take the tags off, but it
Cool.
doesn't belong to me.
That's how the kids are wearing it. Leave it.
I'm the only kid wearing this jacket probably in all of the United States right now.
Also, I think it's a little big for you.
It's giant. All right, so we're already at throw 5. It's 20-20, practically a guarantee at this point in the game.
You can't say that. But, all right, maybe you can.
He gets his clutch. What I'm saying is if you're not hitting 20 in your first 4 throws at this point in the game, that's not good, to put it bluntly, to put it Emily bluntly.
I think most people at this point in the game are doing that for their first 4 throws.
Yeah.
I couldn't come up with anything better after you said Emily bluntly. It kind of threw me off.
Okay, so this time Stefan's starting off, setting the pace, gets his good. What position would you rather be in? Big axe throw, high pressure environment. Do you want to throw the big axe first or second?
That's a great question.
Thanks.
I think second. I think I always like throwing second.
Got you.
What about you?
It's a great question.
Well, it was your question.
I like second. I like the pressure.
I like knowing what I'm up against.
Yeah.
I like knowing whether maybe there's no pressure if someone
if they mess
drops
up, all
or
I
they
gotta
miss.
do is do what I need to do.
Exactly.
And if I rise to the occasion, that's a great feeling. Because you throw first, A, you want to do well, but then B, there's that state of unknowingness, which can be stressful. Okay, they both got their goods. They both went for clutch. They both missed. We're back to Stefan. He gets it. This is the throw for Martin Van Oos. He needs this clutch just to try again. He needs it just to continue battling on. Oh, no! Yes, Stefan takes it. Stefan takes it. Huge hug.
I mean, that was an incredible display.
Awesome day, super successful day. Those of you who've been with us yesterday, today, if you've only been tuning in for the last 10 minutes, welcome. It's been a sensational 48 hours. There's a giant group hug and hoorah going on in the arena.
I mean, Martin really, I would love to know what was going on. I would like Martin to be up on the scaffolding.
Me too.
Talk about what was
I would
going
love
on
to bring him up here.
You know? Whether he was thinking,
In full circular event, we started this day singing the Canadian National Anthem as well as the American National Anthem. We're now ending the day with people singing the Canadian National Anthem. But everyone's been drinking. It's a long song. We're cutting it off short, is what the group consensus was. Martin Van Oos walking away with a sweet $1,000 check from Urban Axes. What would you do with the $1,000 that you were just given? Put it in savings or, spend it on something cool?
yeah, it's definitely going to my 401k,
Nice. Good call.
which I don't think I...
Maybe bring this a little closer once more.
Well, like we were saying, Martin has really done incredibly well. It's been a hell of an afternoon. A hell of a day.
I think I'd buy a Nintendo Switch.
I think I'd buy a new blazer.
People are looking at me.
Yeah, they
Oh, the blazer. I'm wearing
Take
it. I'm
it
going
off.
to
You
disrobe
can-
this
please
blazer.
disrobe. We're going to pass
To
the
be
blazer.
honest, I never
The
knew why it was
ceremonial-
given on me anyway.
The ceremonial passing of the blazer.
What a confusing moment in the life of Benjamin Bass. Stefan, $2,500 US.
What is that Canadian? 4,000?
4,000. It's worth
Yeah,
a
it's
million.
got it. No, but that's, I think it's close-ish.
Is their economy that much better than ours right now?
Oh, yeah, no, that makes no sense. I've had 2 beers and not enough to eat.
Okay, so there are two green blazers.
So we're gonna do a little
Do I
fashion
keep
show.
the first one? Does the second one go to Martin Van Oos? He would look very dashing in that blazer.
I think this was a matter of what sized human will win this.
Yeah.
Will he go for a
the
snugger
ceremonial
fit or a
checking
more
of the tag.
a looser fit? We don't know whether Stefan, how he is going to go blazer wise.
I mean, one arm is in and it looks nice. It looks like it fits him well. Oh,
the
yeah.
sleeves are a little short. I'm sorry, but the sleeves are a little short.
They are.
But it still looks great.
We're going to be partying hard later. There's a chance that blazer is going to come out.
Everyone looks great in
He ripped off the
green.
tags right away, but it belongs to him.
That's true.
I didn't have the
You were
confidence.
it was on loan to you.
Yeah. Congratulations.
He takes a bow.
Everyone's happy that Stefan won, but also everyone would have been happy if anyone won. It's just a wonderful, wonderful thing. A shout out to Urban Axes for running the sensational 2-day Urban Open.
Especially considering how new we are here in Baltimore.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the largest feat. Krista Payton is now being given a beautiful bouquet of flowers. Little do they know that she is deathly allergic to these things. Her face is blowing up. Just kidding, once again. They're a beautiful bouquet and
Look
all
how
as
she
well.
handles the microphone and the flowers with aplomb.
I really struggled using that microphone for the last 2 days.
Yes, you did, Ben. You
As
were
an MC,
really terrible.
I don't know
Hold
why
on,
I struggled.
let's see
with
what
it.
Chris is saying.
You're right. No shout out to Ben Bass, Urban Axis Philadelphia
Ben,
League
again,
Master.
this is
No.
not about you. But I think at this point it's safe to say it's been a long and incredibly fun 2 days.
Yeah. I've had such a wonderful time
I
up
feel
here.
really good on the scaffolding.
Yeah.
I think we should just take it with us to the after party.
Yeah.
And I'd like to wear a headset forever.
Yeah, no, it's fun. It's a lot of power, a lot of responsibility.
I mean, Ben, then let me say you did a great job.
Thank you.
I think we're being told to wrap it up.
Okay, wrapping this
the
up
bald
like a present
Australian
on
you
Hanukkah.
referred to earlier is asking us to wrap it up.
All right.
He said it. I didn't. I'm just
My
quoting
friends,
him.
thank you so much for joining us. We've had a lovely
Where's the
time with you.
camera?
It's this right here.
Oh.
Benjamin Bass.
Thank you, everyone, for
Signing
watching and
off.
coming, and keep throwing axes and keep kicking axe. Bye.